GHBTV Smoke Show, y'all. We back. We back. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what's going on. Me and my man Bang just got done with Sunday dinner, so make sure you subscribe to his channel, Fighting Words with Bang. Go back and check it out. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, we on the Smoke Show now. You feel me? This is, if you don't understand what the Smoke Show is, the Smoke Show is more geared towards the people. And I mean, this is where we bring the folks in, and new and old, no matter who it is, and we let you come ahead and spill your spill. 2 cents, what up? Perfect bodies. You know what I'm saying? This is where we let the people give their breakdown. The people give their opinions. You know what I'm saying? I think this is important because there's a lot of people that got a lot of shit to say, and I want their voices to be heard. This is what the Smoke Show is about. If you don't smoke, might get a little too cloudy in here. Might need to step outside and get you a break. It's about to get crazy. Cause this was one of those fights that we was talking about for a nice while. You know what I mean? The build up on this was crazy. So once I put that link in the chat, man, be ready to talk your shit. Listen, I cannot afford to arguing. We don't need to argue. I mean, we saw what we saw last night. The topics gonna be the topics. And you know what I mean? I just want people to talk their shit. Let's have oh shit. Let's have a let's have a good time. Let's have a good time tonight. Man, that whole drone just fucked up, boy. Let's have a good time tonight, though. You know it's about to be a zoo. You already know. You know it's about to get crazy. We're gonna try to keep it humble though. We're gonna try to keep it functional. What happened with the Eagles? We're gonna try our best to keep it civilized. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna act the fool. Hey, foreign man, cut that shit out, foreign. I don't even understand what you just said right now. That really don't even sound right. You saying that. You saying that you gonna just fall back. That don't even sound right. Gee, the people not giving Mickey Bay enough credit. The sharpest they've ever been. Yeah, Mickey Bay definitely played a major part. I texted Mickey Bay before the fight, a couple weeks before the fight. I said, Mickey, you a bad motherfucker, bro. Cause I saw the math they was putting together. JC 502 the great, bro. I appreciate the donation. South Philly 7th Street in the building. What's up, G Money? I see you dropping that Nas. Appreciate you, gang. Shout out to South Philly too, man. But man, listen, we get ready to open up the floodgates, man. I want the people to come in, talk their shit. You know what I mean? Just tell me how you really felt about the fights. You know what I mean? How about the entire card. You know what I mean? If you watched it, just keep it a buck. That's all we really care about. Don't come in here with the bullshit, man. I'm about to open up the floodgates right now. We got the Bronx in the building. Oh, it's popping today. It's going down. Yeah. I'm about to open the gates right now. Hold on. And I ain't gonna lie. The ring on YouTube just put the whole fights up. They got the Devin Haney fight on there. They got Benavidez. They got all the fights that happened on the pay per view card. They got them up right now. So make sure y'all check them out too. Double check if y'all got to. Warren said facts. I already watched them. Hold on, let me get the what's the name. I'm about to put the link in the chat now. I'm putting the link in the chat. When the link pop up, hit the link. That's how you hop on. Got the link in the chat now. All I ask is be respectful to those talking, man. Let everybody say they spill. You feel me? That's all I say. Ooh, Timboski. Boski, what's up, gangster?
What's good, G? What's good, bro? What you saying?
I'm good, man. Hey, Boski, I want to say this first. I want to be the first to say it to you. I fucks with Sam Nukes, bro.
Nah, I appreciate that, G, man. Like I said, I give you. Listen, I want to be the first to say. Well, not the first, bro. You get me? Well, the first UK guy to say, yeah, he was right, man. Benavidez destroyed my guy. He destroyed him. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
destroyed him. I give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? No
yeah,
reasons to take away nothing from Benavidez. Sam Noakes, I already told you that. My man's coming fired off. I told you he's coming to scrap. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? He's a real deal Holyfield junkyard dog. You understand? You saw the work he's putting on Abdullah. People thought
yeah.
that he wasn't nowhere near on Abdullah's level, which he showed that he is. When I say he is, he made it very competitive.
Right,
He caused Abdullah multiple problems in there. Abdullah had no answer for certain things. Well, actually he did have answers. I see him letting off 6-piece, 4-piece combinations. Sam Noakes wasn't really moving his head off the line. I already know how that's how he fights. You know what I'm saying? He's got a granite chin. You know what I'm saying to you? Abdullah's booming guys out there in 6 rounds. He lasted
right.
the whole fucking 12 with this nigga. You understand? So you understand what I'm saying to you? So that was a good performance from both guys. I don't know how. I wanted to ask you, Greg as well, man. I want to ask you, how long do you what type of shelf life do you give Abdullah Mason if he continues fighting like that? You know what I'm saying? He is mad young, but I don't think his shelf life will be too long if he continues fighting like that. So there's a couple of things I'd like him to clean up on. And as for
Yeah,
Bam Rodriguez, he's a special generational talent, pound for pound. It's just unfortunate that he's not at least 135. If he was 135 and heavier, then that guy, you guys will be giving him more recognition that he deserves. He destroyed
yeah,
Puma. He knocked him out as I had him knocking him out in mid to late rounds. I had him knocking out Puma. So that was a good performance from my man. And then you had Vito Menelecki. He destroyed my Nigerian brethren. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Vito in there with guys like Troy Isley, that Amari Jones. Even though Amari Jones is a prospect, but Vito is kind of a prospect as well. He had a early loss in his career, but he's
right.
still, you know what I'm saying, he's still the top rank, still kind of like looking after him. And then Brian O'Mara Jr. and Devin Haney. I told people if you wanna make some American dollar, go put that American dollar on Devin Haney to drop Brian O'Mara Jr. You know what I'm saying to you? Bang will confirm that with you. I gave out these rhetorics. You know what I'm saying? So no man,
Right,
Brian O'Mara Jr. We don't throw him away. Let's not do that now. Let's not do that
right,
now. We don't throw him away because I don't care. I would still like to see him in some interesting fights. You know what I'm saying? He could still become another world champion. You know what I'm saying? Might be able to go back to the drawing board, and fight Devin Haney again. You know what I'm saying to you? Not something that I would like to see, but like look at the tutelage like Devin Haney's come up on. The mad scientists, mad scientists. You know what I'm saying? Look at the worksmen, the horsemen that with Floyd, Zab Judah, Floyd Senior, Mickey Bay. All these guys are teaching Devin Haney. Brandon Jr., who has never been in a 12-round fight before, his best opponent is Giovanni Santillan that doesn't have nowhere near the components of a Devin Haney. Why did people think that he was gonna beat Devin Haney because of what Devin Haney looked suspect against Ramirez and he got dropped against an Austrian left hook Ryan Garcia? Let's get out of here, man. Like I
right.
said, Mr. Hackett, man, I don't want a nigga playing for too long. You know what I'm saying? I know you got other boxing, well crafted boxing minded people in there. I let them get to the points, man.
Well, appreciate you, Boski, man, my guy. Hey, Tay, what up,
Yo,
Tay?
salute everybody, man. How everybody doing, man?
Good, man.
Good man, good. I hope your family's well
Happy,
and healthy, man.
likewise, man. Happy holidays to everybody. So I heard y'all was saying like with Abdullah coming back like for a hometown fight, what would be a good fight? And I was mentioning it in the comments, but no, I ain't know like Albert Bell and Floyd Schofield in negotiations. So I was wondering like, would it be good for Abdullah to fight the winner out of those two?
I think that'd be good, but that the fight with Schofield is what Timboski talking about. That's basically putting him in another firefight. So he was saying, like, how long would his shelf life be? Like, how long would he be able to last fighting fights like that back to back? I think he after a Sam Noakes fight like that, and with his activity, I feel like he need a little bit of a lighter touch. It don't have to be a guy, a dead man, but it got to be like a little bit of a lighter touch.
Mm, I got you. Or and then like you guys said, him like lowering down his like fight rates and stuff per year now. He should be like at like 1 to 2 fights, 3 at the most now. But I could definitely understand that. And then like we got a lot of good like this was a good week of boxing as far as the big names and stuff, it was good highlights, but we still got Lamar Rose finna fight Pitbull next week, damn near. Fulton and Oshaki, we still got a whole bunch of good fights going on. And Benavidez, like going to cruiserweight, I like that. You feel me? Like, damn, him and Opataya gonna be a shootout. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm for all of it, man. Vito Melanicki, I kind of want to see him go against like y'all had said, man, they fattened Melanicki up for Xander Zayas, man. I truly believe that. So eventually, I like to see that fight once Xander move up to 160. But I do see that that's what I feel like they doing though. Like I don't think they got too many big plans for Melanicki besides that, making them look good enough so when Xander moves to 60, they have a good fight. But
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. You said that, Tay. I ain't never think about that, but you right. They beefing them up.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, salute everybody, man. I'm all ears, man.
All right, Dungy, what's up?
Was good, G.
Talk to me.
I want to say first and foremost, this fight that B Norman and Dev Haney fight should let everybody know that the Normans never wanted the Boots in his fight. Never, 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 never. And they knew that man what Boots wasn't scared of that boy. All that bullshit they was talking, they knew wasn't true, and last night proved it. Love Dev, but if that's Boots in his, Brian Norman damn near dies in that fight.
Mm.
Let's be real. So all that, the boots tours and all that shit is over with. And everybody should know that now. Next, I said it before, G, but it's 1,000% official now. I'm not going against a Greg Hackett, and niggas can call me, say I'm glazed or whatever y'all want to say. I'm not going against another Greg Hackett breakdown. I'm not doing it no more. This man ain't been wrong. And how long? I said it before. He tried to be humble and said, "Oh, I'll be wrong." He called the Devin fight damn near exactly how it went. And then, as much as I didn't want to believe it because I'm a big Yard fan, that fight went exactly how you called it. So the only fight that the Benavidez fight surprised me, but I was surprised that like Timboski was saying, I was surprised that Sam Noakes gave Abdullah the problems he gave him, and maybe it was because I thought Abdullah's IQ was a little better than what it is at this point, and him only being 21 years old. Maybe I never took that into consideration how I should have, because I really did think he was going to blow him out the water. But I think part of it was just Sam Noakes was better than I thought, and that's my fault for not, not watching enough of his fights and not being hip to him enough. But that was a great fight. And then just like Timboski said, Ben Rodriguez, like that shit is ridiculous. It's just exactly what he said. You and them. It's crazy because it's like Scooter was the only one to really be able to really like make his name blow up in them small weight classes like that. Because
Right.
if Van was a little bit bigger, he'd be right there with the Canelos and the New Ways of the world. So
Mm.
that's pretty much my breakdown. But like bro just said, we still got a lot of great fights to go. I think boxing in a great space, a great place. I just hope Dev don't run into like the Boots in this word. Because Mario Barrios, first of all, I understand they trying to Oscar and them are trying to make the Dev rematch, but the fact Ryan cheated, had a world title in his hand, cheated, so he couldn't get it. Then fought Road, then went straight into another title fight, lost, and then he's getting another title fight. Mario Barrios, man, they got to strip this cat of his belts because he's just fighting all the wrong fights and none of the fights nobody wants to see. Now, Ryan is
Yeah,
probably going to beat him because we all know Barrios may be the worst 147 champ. So, I guess we get
it's
to
gonna.
get to look forward to that fight. But, yeah, this was a
I think.
great weekend, and we still got a lot of great boxing to look forward to. That's my take.
My God, I appreciate you, Dungy.
For sure.
FTH, you there? Yeah, I don't know what he was on.
Oh yeah, can I try? So I ain't speaking on Brian Norman, and I think Brian Norman a good fight for him would be Rashidi Ellis probably, and
Mm.
Sam Noakes. Hey, I'm definitely a fan of the dog now, man. Dude, hey, he rugged, yo. I rock with Sam Noakes, man. He a cold dog, man.
For sure.
I ain't gonna cap. I want to see Sam Noakes up in there with another actor. Like I know he 135 and all, but
Give her. Listen, he's an entertaining, fan-friendly fight. Listen. It's time to pop the bottle off this motherfucking shit, man. Like I said, Sam Noakes. I want to see him in there with guys like Zapata. How would him and
oh,
Zapata look? Yeah,
exactly.
I want to see him in
There
there
we
with
go.
Floyd Schofields of the world. I want to see him in there against who's your boy up there? What's his name? Lucas Badi, the one that knocked out Ashton Sylvie.
Mm.
We'll knock him out as well.
Speaking of
Lucas.
Sylvie, y'all seen Sylvie last fight?
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
Come on.
I did.
yes. Yeah.
How y'all like Sylvie at 135, man, with those names?
I liked it because he was more cautious and he came out sharp.
Yeah,
But we have to see him in another test after he got knocked out by Batty. The guy he
yeah.
fought wasn't to me wasn't a great guy to like. You know what I mean? It was just a
So,
rebuild.
so,
But look at
so
this.
P,
Look at this though.
do
Look at
we
this though.
get him
Look at this.
rematch in Batty though? Do we have him
No,
rematch in
no, no,
Batty?
no, no. Lucas Body's not rematching. He already came out and said that makes no sense for his career. He's trying to look at title shots. Let Ashton Sylvie work his way up to getting Lucas Body rematch.
Hey,
That's
G,
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do Ash and Sylvie work up to a Lukey Body rematch?
what do y'all think about
Salute, Mill.
Abdullah Mason versus Nair Albright in Cleveland?
It's a great fight.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make any sense because he has to see Nahil Albright has to beat somebody or at least fight one of the contenders to get a title shot. I don't
It,
believe
it,
him getting a title shot just straight away. Like no, that doesn't
He
make any
did.
sense.
Okay,
He
wait,
did
wait, wait,
already.
wait,
He
wait, wait,
did
wait.
already though.
So Nair Albright's beaten Carlos Balderas, an Olympian, right? Nair Albright has beaten Kelvin Davis, an undefeated fighter.
Yes.
Who am I missing? He got a couple more good wins.
And he gave Keyshawn a great fight.
Yeah, Keyshawn a good fight. So
It should at
my
least be
my
a
only thing is he was at
Albright
40
fighting
his last fight.
somebody.
He was at
Uh,
40 his last fight. Will he go back down 5 pounds?
Yeah,
Wasn't
that
that
don't.
40
he's
versus
not he's
Kelvin?
for,
not a 40.
for a
He's really
belt.
35 that moved up for an opportunity.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, then that's a good fight to me. It's a good
Yeah,
style fight.
it should be Albright fighting one of them guys like a Schofield or somebody like that to get the Adula like
AG Bang need the link.
winner of the room.
Just
Who?
bang and four need the link in the chat.
But my recap of the ring, it was the card delivered. Every fight was good. Abdullah, he looked good, got his first world championship. I think his corner was right, but he was young, and Sam Noakes pushed him to fight that kind of fight, that fire fight.
And
That was a back and forth fight. They were hurting each other. They both didn't see it at times. Then they saw it and they went for it. Um, I would say Bam, he's masterful. He should be up there in pound for pound, but it's hard to get recognition at them
no,
low levels.
he is on the pound. He is on the pound for
Well,
pound.
yeah,
He is
yeah,
on it.
but he could be higher. He could be talked about with Inoue and
Mm-hmm.
Crawford and Usyk because he's
Yeah.
shown that much skill. Is what I'm saying. Because he's gonna be on pound for pound, I think, but I don't see him. I don't see them putting him top five, even though I think he should be top five.
I
And
think he is.
I'm sorry to disturb you. Sorry to disturb you.
No, you
Let me
good, you
shout.
good. And
No, let
then
me let me. No, I just want to shout out to Monterosian. He passed away in it. You get me? So R.I.P. to Vanessa Monterosian. You
He
understand?
died.
Yeah, he passed away.
When?
I'm not sure if it was today or
Oh shit!
he died on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So and
Damn,
I think,
that's today.
The Armenian 54 pounder.
he was a U.S. Olympian.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh
Rest
man.
in peace.
He had skin cancer, so he passed away at was he 39 years old?
Damn,
Yeah.
bro. I remember him. That's
Unfortunately, man.
crazy.
Dang, rest in peace.
Yeah, man.
That's
So
fucked.
sorry, man. Sorry, I just
No,
had to
no,
say about
you
it.
good.
We
You
get
Yeah,
a
got
we got
10
stuff.
no.
second
We
count
gotta.
for him, man. We
Yeah,
get a
we
10
gotta give him.
second count.
Yeah, we gotta give him his 10. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Damn, rest in peace, Marta Rosian. That's
R.I.P.
crazy.
man. Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
rest in
Listen,
peace,
thank you,
man.
Happy,
Yeah,
thank you, Greg, thank you, Greg, thank you, Washington, thank
yeah,
you, Dungy, thank you,
yeah. No
Yeah,
problem.
that
Got with a
that
guy
kind of
like
hurt,
that, you
bro.
got to with boxers, man. You
Yo,
gotta pay
Matt
respect.
Matarosian, bro. Matarosian was a tough fight for a lot of dudes when he was at his best. He just, remember, I felt like what killed his career is he was upset that he didn't win a world title, and he left PBC for Don King, and
Mm.
then asked to come back, and I felt like that was kind of the end. It's like Al Haymon gave you 3 opportunities to win a world title. You just fell short. You know what I mean? All as a fighter that you can ask for is the proper pay and the opportunity. If your management or promotion provides that for you, then hey, they did their job.
Yeah, especially 3 times. One usually you only get one. But yeah, the way I would finish the rest of the ring card, Devin boxed his way to a unanimous decision. Like G said, his breakdown, he a flat footed power puncher. Can he hit him? Because he did look good on the bag, and a lot of people's hate for Devin and his last performance made everybody forget that Devin was an elite boxer. Benavidez, he walked through like yard. Yard started well, but he wasn't throwing enough hard shots back to kind of make Benavidez respect him. It looked like he didn't respect him. He walked through everything. He kept trying to corner him. It's just a dominant performance by Benavidez, and I like him going up to cruiserweight. After you wait for Canelo for so long, I get it. You're not waiting on nobody else. I would be shocked if he fights Opataya after that. I could see Turkey trying to make something big with him and Usyk because Usyk's not a big heavyweight, but I guess we just have to wait and see how it goes. And the people saying Devin and Boots, I think that's just they want to see Devin take the next step up, but I think he could dominate 147 for a while and Boots dominate 154 because Boots is gonna. I think Virgil or he's gonna get a big fight at 54. Devin doesn't make any sense after one fight at 47 to move up and try to fight that type of beast. I don't think so because he looks like he's still gaining confidence. Because at points in the fight last night, he was kind of like he was shy. I could see that because Norman was timing the 2-1. He started timing it with the jab, so I could see it. But at the same time, he left some on the table. That's my thoughts about the ring.
Hey yo, can I get 1 free minute, G?
Go ahead, God.
All right, I'm about to start ripping, right?
talk your
Uh,
shit, Bill Ticket.
when me and you first started out, right? Um, we were like the underground dudes that represented the trenches, represented the streets. We did interviews in a poppy store. We did interviews walking through the hood. We doing breakdowns. It's 7 of us, like we on a block. It's pit bulls next to us. It's smokers walking across the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
We represented where everybody like felt like they were from. Like you could relate to us. And somehow with us kind of like speaking our truth and being our authentic self, we became haters.
Right.
The narrative was that Philly was haters, Philly was biased. We hated on Atlanta, we hated on the Normans, all because he said this about Boots, and that's why your breakdown is the way it is. They hating on my son, uh,
Right.
and so on and so forth. I just want to ask the people in the chat: we still haters? We still
Mm.
liars? We still biased?
Man, I
Greg
feel like
told you.
everybody, like the eyes is the eyes, man.
Yeah,
Like
but real,
everybody
real
seen
fast,
it.
bro. This was the narrative for months.
It
Under
definitely.
every comment, is Greg still a hater? The fight went exactly how I said he was going to go. Is Greg still a hater? Oh man, you saying Dev is going to hurt Norman? Oh man, you hating? You just hating because he don't like Boots. Is he still a hater? Can we go back to being Mill and G? This little cold war beef. Like can everything get back to being regular? That's all I'm asking.
That's too much like right, Mill. That's too
Yeah.
much like right. You know that.
But with that popularity, people gonna have their fanboys, man. People love to hate Boots. So they attach it. It's like it's sad, but that's the society we in. That's what the internet
No,
then
this
bred.
shit didn't start until Senior brought up the sparring and Greg spoke about what he saw. And behind closed doors, I was trying to like squash their little issue because I was cool with Senior. You know, G's my fucking man. So I'm trying to get him on the phone to squash whatever this is. And it just snowballed. And then it just turned into, oh man, Philly's hating on my boy. They always hate on us. But they hate him because they know. Every breakdown afterwards that we did, it was, oh, y'all biased. Oh, y'all hating. So now y'all got a chance to see. And I want y'all to imagine what we saw in that gym. Because Dev and Boots, they have
That's night and day.
similar skills in certain aspects, but they're
That's
completely
night and
different. So imagine what we
Completely.
saw. So all I'm asking is for the sake of me, I'm gonna speak for my boy GH. For the sake of me and GH, can we go back to being regular? Can you just take our breakdowns or anybody from Philly's breakdowns without you thinking it has an ulterior motive? Because now he's been proven right. Simple as that. Can we go back to being regular, please? That's all I have. I'm done.
If that's Boots in there, he fuck around and die.
day.
If you can't even joke, like Boots way more aggressive, hit harder, could do the same boxing shit he did, and he gonna take more chances. That nigga is done. He don't even finish the second round.
Bro, I don't want to hear another interview. Don't even bring him up. Like, don't
Right.
even like when, oh man, that other guy from over there, you know what I'm saying? No, don't even bring him up no more. You've seen enough. It's dead. Don't bring it up. It doesn't ever have to be brought up again. We can analyze Norman. We can just go ahead and just go on with our lives, man. I would love to see him against Stanionis. I would love to see him against Rashidi Ellis, Karen. Connor Ben. I would love those fights. I think those fights are competitive. But hopefully it dies today. That's all.
Yeah, it should. Because also, I think going into the fight, I think like looking at it now, they duck Boots. They thought they were getting the unconfident. They thought they was getting a lick, and turned out to be the opposite. Turned out to be the complete opposite.
Give me some fights for Dev. What y'all think about Dev and Jack?
We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that.
Oh, we don't want to
YSL.
see that.
No,
Oh, we don't
don't
want to
wanna
see
see
that just the
We don't want
YSL.
to see that, man.
Why
We
do
don't
we
want to see that.
we don't want to see that just the YSL? Why not?
We want to see that.
Why
That's
not,
just
Boots?
bullshit, man. We want to see
Why not?
We want to see
Is
him
that
in
not a
there
good
with.
fight?
No, that's
Is
not
that
a
not a
good
good
fight.
fight?
It's not a good fight. No,
It's not. Why is it not a good fight?
because I told you, styles make fights, and if you couldn't beat a flat-footed a guy that got beat by Sean McComb, Arnold Barbosa, I don't want to see you in there against someone like Devin Haney. It's the same shit. Go and get Arnold Barbosa. Go fucking fight him. Get your get back against that because you look like shit. You look like shit against Arnold Barbosa.
Are
Ridiculous.
you mad? Are you mad that he parked your man Echo Usama?
No.
Are you
Jack
mad? Are
Carroll.
you mad that Jack's wearing?
Jack
Hey,
Carroll.
bang! He mad that
Echo
Jack
Usman,
wearing a
no.
dicky now. Hey,
No.
he
Excuse me. No. We want to see Devin Haney against Suleiman Sissoko.
we do
see him
not.
against.
We
We
do
want to
not
see him
want to see
against.
that fight.
Huh?
We do not want to see that fight.
Yes, we do.
No,
Suleiman
we do not.
Sissoko.
No, we do
Suleiman
not.
Sissoko undefeated.
Ask the chat.
18-0. They don't know who
Ask the
Suleiman.
chat.
They don't know who that is. So of course they're not going to want to see someone they don't know.
Ask the chat. So stop saying we. We don't want to see that fight.
So
You
what?
want to
So
see that.
Jack Carroll, Suleiman Sissoko beat the shit out of Jack Carroll. Suleiman Sissoko will knock Jack
Jack.
Carroll out. Suleiman
But
Sissoko used to be a 150.
You said
154.
Echo Usama would beat Jack. How'd that look?
No. I
Jack,
said he would. I wasn't
Park
going.
his ass.
I wasn't picking him.
Park his ass right outside the ring, man.
I didn't pick him.
We gonna take Jack to the poppy store next.
Listen. Give me. What about Liam Paro? Liam Paro is a better fight.
How was Liam Paro a better fight than Jack?
Because Liam Paro is more credible. He's more credible, and he's got more accolades to his name than Jack Carroll.
what has he done since losing to Richardson Hitchens?
What
Hey,
has he
foreign
done?
in the back, G.
What he's continued to go on and fight. That's what he did.
I'm saying, like, who did he beat?
He hasn't beat.
Hey, man.
Because
Go ahead.
Jack had an impressive performance, and you saying you want to see Liam Paro? Who did he beat?
He hasn't beaten anyone of any relevance. So you talking about a top 10 name or something?
I'm saying that 147. You seen Jack beat Harlem Eubank, and he
Yeah,
knocked out a guy that you told me was at world level. You said Echo Usman was good.
yeah,
He knocked
yeah,
him out. He stopped him
yeah. And Liam Power was going on to beat multiple other guys. Liam Power was going on to fight multiple other credible opponents.
at 147 pounds.
Yes, correct. He beat David Papot. David Papot was undefeated and ranked in the top 10.
Who?
David Papot. David Papot.
You never talked. What I'm saying is, I'm going by my brother Butch. My brother Butch told me that Echo Usman would beat Boots. That's what you told me.
Damn.
So Jack knocked
Damn.
his ass out
Hold
cold.
on. I said, when the fuck did I tell you that, bro?
You did, bro.
When did I tell you that, man? When did
Wait,
I tell
you
you?
said, oh, he's scared, Mr. YSM. He's scared. He's scared. He's scared.
No,
Fight
I
Echo
never said that.
Usman.
I never said
Echo
that. I
Usman.
never told you
Echo
that.
Usman with Chin him. Fight Conor Ben. Conor Ben and Chin him. This is what you
Yeah,
said,
fight
bro.
Conor Ben. Yeah, they call Usman. No. I never told you that. He's not. Come on, man. I never told you that. I said, look at him. If he beats Harry, who is it? Harry Scarf. Harry Scarf beat Echo Usman, right? And then Harry Scarf went on to go get cooked by Kukujan. So I said, after he lost to Harry Scarf, I didn't want to see the Boots fight no more. He got smoked by Harry Scarf, and I knew Boots would destroy Harry Scarf. Then he went on to go fight Kukujan. Listen, give Devin Haney to Boots then, because that would be that's a close fight. You guys don't give Devin Haney not one chance at all. No chance. But I do. I saw him struggle with Kukujan.
I
So
love
like
Dev.
his feet.
I love Dev. Why the fuck would I
Devin
want Dev to
Parker.
jump up to 147 after one fight at 47 to 54 and fight a monster, bro? Let Dev clean up 147
He
before we
said
talk
fight.
about that.
He said fight a monster.
A fucking monster, bro.
Fair enough.
Hey,
If that's what
look,
you
hey,
believe.
look, hey, look, hey, look. Here's the thing. This the crazy part that I ain't think about. What if Dale go under? Dale got action at going undisputed at 47, don't he?
Yeah, possible.
Huh?
Yeah, that's possible. Shit, he could fight Lewis
Easily,
Crocker now.
bang. Easily. Easily.
Damn, bro. So look. This
Easily.
was so interesting. This was so interesting. What you say, Greg?
I'm because it's a lot of static. I was asking, can y'all hearing me? I keep hearing all this fucking static.
We
Is
hear
it
you,
is it
G.
Yeah, I
my
was
shit?
hearing something too.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what I'm
we
saying is the static. Y'all don't hear that static?
No,
Yeah,
Well,
I
your
I
hear
just
static
started
I
on.
hearing it
hear it
when
on
you
your
just started
shit,
talking.
but I'm
You
That shit,
staticky on. I hear you coming through staticky, Greg. Not everybody else.
yeah, that shit stink. All right. Go
You
ahead.
got
Y'all
your
keep talking.
you got that mic you got that mic plugged up.
That's a
No,
two
I don't
pack
have,
of ass.
I don't have no mic for that.
Oh,
shit,
okay.
G
But this
just
what
when
I
you finna
found.
say
But
something,
look,
shit. Go my
okay,
bad,
yeah.
bang. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead. What you
No,
finna
I
say?
was just gonna say, when you gotta say something, we could just, mute our shit and then maybe it'll be better when you gotta speak.
Yeah, this shit crazy. Go ahead though.
Um. So yeah, what's so interesting about that is Dev is on his way. Dev can be on his way to being two-time undisputed, bro.
yeah, that's a
Like,
fact.
Let's
like,
talk
like,
about
like,
it.
like, I don't know.
No.
I don't know how. Like, I don't know how that sounds when you say it to everybody else, but that sounds crazy to me
Yeah,
You have to be educated. You have to
because
be educated in the division. Oh, go ahead, bang. Sorry.
yeah, no. Here's the thing. Nigga, Dev is a hated nigga. That nigga is hated to the bone gristle, bro, and he not even the bad guy. You feel me? He don't even really play the bad guy role. He just be on his defense because niggas be coming at him. Oh, he'll shut the fuck up about him. And his daddy do the fighting outside the ring. You feel me? But like as far as Devin Haney himself, bro, and Bill Haney, bro, like bro, them niggas going two-time undisputed, bro, that, and still like getting shitted on for like you feel me? Like when niggas gonna really start giving that man his credit? That's the question I'm asking right now.
when he done, just
And you know what, bang? And I don't mean to cut nobody off. Shout out to the panel. Shout out my nigga Mills for getting me on this bitch. I love you, Jamil. You know that. Fuck with you tough.
Yo, you my fucking young boy for life,
You
yo.
you know what's going on. But look, bang. Let's talk about it, bro. I was just thinking of something when y'all was explaining the game plan and what Devin actually went in there and did. I'm like, damn, we gotta start giving Bill Haney some credit. We
Right.
gotta start giving Bill Haney some type of credit, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers could call the Ryan Garcia fight whatever they want. but just the different game plans that Bill Haney has been able to come up with for these different fights. What Devin said in that press conference was true, bro. He don't fight no one fight the same. That nigga be
Right.
having different game plans for every fighter, bro. We gotta give Bill Haney some credit, man. That nigga
I
is a
told I
mastermind,
told
bro.
I told niggas that. What Devin Haney are you gonna prepare for, bro? Cause he got like 9. We was talking about that when we was comparing them to Africa. When
Yes,
niggas
sir.
was saying Africa could beat him. But I'm thinking like, bro, like Africa, he shows good boxing skills, bro. But he, like I say, he just now starting to go in his bag in his last fight. Haney is levels above that, bro. Like it's similar styles, but it's kind of like a Broner and to a Mayweather type shit. You
Yep.
feel me? If we just want to keep it real, you feel me?
Yep.
Not quite the thing, but good though. You feel me? Damn good job. But
And,
you,
and,
he,
and I wanna come out and say this for my personal satisfaction. Me. I ain't gonna lie. Cause Bang, I know what you was doing earlier on the smoke show, man. And I ain't gonna lie. I gotta come out and say it. Greg, Mills, Bang, nigga, Alashik, Sense, Clip, Tego, nigga, everybody that was telling me that I was crazy for saying Brian Norman was gonna catch him, bro. I gotta apologize, bro, because I was wrong. But what it was is I just thought that the way that he was talking, I didn't think that they was actually gonna see, because look, and this is something that I said in the chat. I think what the main problem with that, I don't think he overtrained. I think he undertrained. I don't think he did enough different shit. I don't think he saw enough new looks. I think Brian Norman literally ran that camp like any other camp, and that was the mistake. But his dad kept saying it, and I just wasn't believing him. His dad was saying, we ain't doing nothing different. We gonna do the same shit that got us here. And that was the mistake. Because if you going to a new level, that means you're not respecting the level that this fighter that you're fighting is at. You're not trying nothing new in the camp. That means you're not respecting the level that this fighter that. Come on now. I think that's where the first fuck up was. I don't think it was, maybe I was onto something when I was saying that Brian Norman is on too many lives and talking too much and talking about the wrong thing and focus on the wrong thing. But I think the main fuck up was that preparation, bro. I don't think he prepared enough for what Devin Haney was gonna do. I think he
right.
undertrained. I think they did the same shit that they've been doing, and that shit was not gonna work. I didn't think that he was gonna come in there trying to box or come in there once the boxing wasn't working, then we gonna try to press the action. Man, you should have been pressing the action from round one. I don't think he did nearly enough to even. I think when Devin Haney got in the ring and realized what Brian Norman was trying to do, I think Devin Haney was like, "Oh, I got him," because Brian Norman didn't come out with no ferocity, none. Maybe I was
Right.
watching the wrong fight. I watched it twice, but that was nowhere near enough ferocity for the type of talk his dad was having.
Hey, look. Uh, the magic is in the work. Say, don't forget Mickey Bay back in Dale Camp too. See, this the thing. This the thing, because this is what we was talking about. Nigga, Dale fight everybody different. He a different. He got a different approach every fight, bro. I seen it. Like if niggas just really keep it real, they seen it too. Even if he start going back to his regular ways, like stand behind that jab and do. But like you gon' man, the perfect example, prime example is him versus Lomachenko, bro. He came out small, Paul. He came out more like balled up. You know what I'm saying? When in his approach to Lomachenko. You feel me? So he a different nigga in all his fights, bro. You gotta give people credit for that, bro. You gotta give people credit for going undisputed once, and now he might do it twice. We gave credit to fucking Crawford for it.
Mm.
We
The
got to.
paths ain't really too different.
And,
You
and and I
feel
was
me?
gonna say that I didn't want to get looked at crazy, bro, but it's damn near the same shit. Jump up from 35, you get what I'm saying, and do your thing at every other weight class, bro. I think, and if we really looking at it, both of them is a similar, both of them is similar stories to me because they was both damn near draining themselves at a point to make those lower weights. So it was like they had to move up, both of them. Because Crawford started doing that same shit too at 35. It got to a point where he was killing himself to make that shit.
Hey, yo, salute to the panel, man. I appreciate you letting me on, G.
For
Hey,
sure.
look, salute. Hey, Greg, you got some money on the floor, boy.
Shout out my OG, man. What's the word, Eric? Man, what's the word? Man, what's the word, man? How you feeling, man? My bad.
Let me get this joint real quick. My bad. Hey, Bang, I appreciate that. Swad
Yes.
Jones, 4706. In my opinion, Dev got something only a select have. It's the X factor. People will tune in to see him lose. Like it or not, it's a gift. I'm afflicted. I paid yesterday to see him lose. He shut me up. Dope shit.
Hey, that's
Swad
solid.
Jones. Appreciate
That's
the
solid.
donation, Swad. Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
solid.
Appreciate the
That's solid.
donation, man. Yeah.
That's solid right there. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, but Greg though, my
Yo,
apology though, bro. Before that shit get misconstrued, because I don't think you really. Because me, when I apologize, bro, it's a sincerity, bro. Because now when I hear you, I'm not gonna listen with my emotions. I'm not gonna listen with even my brain. I'm gonna listen. I mean, I'm not gonna listen with my heart. I'm gonna listen with my brain now, bro. I'm gonna listen with my motherfucking ears when you speaking. Cause I
That's all.
see. No, for real, bro, because exactly what you said played out. You said it. You said it was levels. Like the shit, like it's crazy because the shit that the little quotes you've been throwing, you've been saying this shit since the fight got announced. And I was just like eating it up and throwing it away. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you caught that shit to a T. You said don't be surprised if he go out there and he dropped that boy. And he dropped that boy. Damn near
Yeah, I
couldn't
didn't.
stop that boy.
but you
Yeah.
know what it is? It's like this. Long before they claimed Mill City and G Hackett was hating on the Normans, all
Me or
these dudes,
YSM? YSM, not Mill City.
yeah, my bad, YFM. Appreciate it, my fault. Long before
Salute.
that they was saying that they was hating, long before that, these guys that say he hating for picking Devin Haney, been hating on Devin Haney for years. And my homie, I don't know your name, but homie with the beard that always be on here with G Hackett, with the Philly beard.
Bang.
That's the
He
bang
just
man.
hinted to it. Bang, yeah. What's up? What's happening? It's hard one from
Salute.
Chicago, man.
Salute.
And
Salute.
that's what it is. So look, everybody got some bias, a little bias too. Where especially if you in the gym with like G Hackett, you know, he know Boots. And
Right.
especially when you gonna be lit when somebody you got a uber talent. Like Boots ain't just a regular fighter, that's an uber talent from y'all city.
Right.
So of course you're gonna have a little bias. Everybody got a little bias. But as much compared to the bias and the anti Devin or the anti Shakur or the anti any other black fighters, like Devin Haney on Snack, you hear people like, oh, he on Snack. So is Bam. You never hear that about Bam.
Right.
Mm.
You never
Thank
hear that
you.
Right.
about any of the other fighters that's on Snack. But they gonna hate on the black fighter, especially Devin. It's like it's something about Devin they just hate. I think these dudes like upset they ain't had no daddy growing up or something. They hating on him because he got a daddy type. It's weird.
Right.
I don't know. I don't
Right.
know what that
You
is,
you
but
you know what I think it is,
I don't
bro?
know what nobody was seeing. What was you seeing to pick Norman to beat him? What has
And look
Norman done?
and look that's why I agree with you on the motherfuckers that was really calling G and M haters. But see, the thing about me, bro, is I always say, bro, I didn't live through certain shit. I didn't. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't know the importance of when shit was going on. Like when Devin Haney and them was really popping, bro. Like I was a kid myself. You get what I'm saying? Like a real life. So certain shit I don't be having that. What it be for me is I just thought that Norman had something else. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those dudes, bro. I didn't think he just had power. I
I
thought
ain't
that
talking
it
about you, King, young King. I'm talking about those that's been in boxing, that's been around boxing, that's been watching this boxing stuff for years. I'm
yeah,
talking about veterans. I'm talking about all of a sudden
yeah,
Eddie Hearn hates Devin Haney
Good point.
because he not
Good
doing
point.
yeah.
business with him. I'm
Good
not
point.
talking about young guys that's
Uh,
starting to get into boxing and like styles. I'm talking about people that's already been around. G Hackett been around this. All these
Yep.
people been around. To act like Devin don't have no skill. These the same people that said, "Oh, Osterring doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He only had a little bit." All of a sudden, everybody a biochemist now. I would love to see that high
Mm,
school science grade. I would love to see the high school science grade. So
mm,
if it doesn't help, then why the fuck is it illegal? Excuse my language.
Go ahead,
mm.
bro.
If it doesn't help, G Hackett one of the few people that got online like, yo, y'all tried to kill the boy. That wasn't biased. Devin ain't from Philly.
Mm.
If you're gonna be biased, at least be biased for your people. You don't see no Mexicans doing. You don't see Mexicans except David Benavidez. Salute to David Benavidez because he came out and
Facts.
called Ryan a cheater. But you don't see that's not the majority of Mexicans. You don't see Mexicans coming out like, yeah, he cheated Devin and all this freedom. We are the world. We the same. Now they ride with their people.
That's right.
But for some reason, these raccoon Negroes going against their own. I don't get it.
And you know, that's why, me personally, that's why I do love the GHB TV family and the Bang family so much, though, bro. And that's why, like, when niggas arguing shit, I try to come back the next day and just hash it out or however it go. Because it's like, bro, we so close knit, we gotta keep it like that. Like you just said, bro. They ride with their people, bro. They don't give a fuck if he on whatever drugs. You get what I'm
Hey,
saying?
imagine
They
if
they
Floyd
gonna ride with
Mayweather
their
popped
people,
dirty for
bro.
some drugs. It'd be all over ESPN, every sports show.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta keep this shit close for sure.
Canelo popped twice. That shit a secret
And you
now.
don't and you don't see nothing. It's like, oh, Canelo's a great fighter. Oh, Crawford is too small for Canelo's this great skillful guy. But don't ain't
Hey,
nobody saying nothing about
no,
Canelo's
you know
former
what's crazier? You know
managers.
what's crazier? Canelo popped twice, like you just said. It was a myth, right? But all of a sudden, Crawford go beat Canelo, and now they talking about snack. That's the
Like I
crazy part
said,
to me. And Bang kept on saying that. Motherfuckers want to bring up snack. Canelo popped twice. We not talking about that. But as soon as he get beat, they want to bring up snack and snack this and snack that. But this nigga literally popped dirty though. Like actually, twice.
Yeah.
Like you
you
said
see
though,
what
bro.
it is.
But that's why like certain shit like this, it be like it's one off. You get what I'm saying? Like certain shit like the GHB TV family and the Bank family, bro. This shit cannot be duplicated, bro. I see niggas try it. I be trying to venture off to different channels. I'm one of them guys. I like to try new shit, but that shit is just not the same, bro. That's why we gotta keep this family close. But speaking about keeping it close, boy, can we talk about Benavidez being close to yard all fucking night like y'all told me again?
Bro, he
God
stalking that nigga,
damn.
bro. Putting that,
Hey,
applying that pressure
I'm
on him.
not gonna lie. I was watching the Benavidez and Yard fight, bro, and I was like, this shit need to stop, bro. I'm talking about fourth, fifth round. I'm like, bro, this nigga, like, I don't know what the fuck Yard started doing. Like, let's keep it plain. What the fuck was that? No real shit, bro. They talking about beast from the east, bro. This nigga looked like Mayweather. He low key was starting to look like Mayweather in that motherfucker and then I forgot who he was in the ring with. I'm like, even if Mayweather was in the ring with Benavidez, nigga, it would be food. What the fuck? That shit he started to do. I don't know what the fuck that was. Yard ain't even, bro. He not even black. He full whatever the fuck they is. No disrespect to Timbo, bro. I fuck with him, bro. But that shit was not boxing, P. That shit was bound to get finished, bro. Like, let's really talk about it. What the fuck was in? Hey, I see why you don't like Tunde, Bang. What the fuck was that?
Hey, look. What I saw from Tunde is a game plan that it looked like they put together. I just said this on Sunday dinner. I don't know if this is how it happened, how it went, right? But it seemed like Tunde had Yard taking the light in the beginning. I thought he was just taking the light and he was gonna lure Benavidez in and hit him with some shit that was gonna surprise him. You feel me? Like just load up on some shit. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time he just out the pity patting. I don't know what was going on. But Benavidez kicked that boy ass. He kicked that boy ass. Tunde, I felt like I think it was Tago. I don't know when I had hit y'all, bro. What round that was, but I felt like Tunde was gonna step on them ropes before that ref stopped that fight, boy. Or if they would have made it through that seventh round, That nigga Tunde would have stopped that fight. That shit was a punishment, boy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I ain't going front though. I just wanted to get up here, man. Apologize to the people. Uh, I let Brian Norman sing trap words to me. I went for the con. I knew he was a con artist and shit for his son. I went for the con. You feel me? So I gotta get up here and say Devin Haney, fucking legend, hell of a fighter. I apologize. I was not familiar. I was familiar with your game, but you know what I'm saying the last two outings, you know what I'm saying I judged him more for that. But you know what I'm saying he proved me wrong. So I got, you know what I'm saying I gotta get that young man his respect. So look at Devin Haney, he a legend, but you know what I'm saying I gotta keep it a bean. I can't just come on here and act like I ain't say Brian Norman was gonna knock him out. Outclassed him, went in there. He said it was levels. Told him to his face it was levels. He told that man, "Yo, what if I drop you? You ain't got nothing in them gloves. Drop them. You feel me?" That man stood on business. So I'm saying I gotta come up here and keep it real. Also, I said Yard was gonna stop Benavidez. I was dead wrong on that too. You feel me?
Oh yeah, you did say that, Tago.
I gotta keep it a bean. I gotta get up here and let the people know I was wrong. You feel me? That's a fact. I apologize to the men, but it was a great night of boxing. I supported the pay-per-view. I bought it. To be honest, I don't know about y'all. I felt good actually. Like I felt good afterwards, like paying for that. Like I fucked with it. I felt good after
Good,
that one.
good call.
I bought shit and was like, fuck out of here. I want to charge that back. Fuck these people. But yesterday, I felt good about spending that bread.
Hey, Tego, I swear to God, bro, I was deciding like right before this shit happened. Cause remember, it was for me, I'm Pacific, so it was supposed to start at 12. And I'm seeing the prelims. I'm like, damn, do I really want to pay this? I'm like, fuck it, bro. We pay, nigga. I bought that bitch, and like you said, bro, I was actually satisfied. I'm like, that was real boxing, bro.
I was satisfied.
All
Yo,
four
chat,
fights.
y'all could cook me, man. I get it, man. I was bugging. Players fuck up. But like I always say on here, if we was all always right, we'd all be rich, my nigga. Y'all niggas
Fact.
never forget that shit. If we was all always right, we'd all be rich, dog. You're right.
Now, salute to Tago for that, for real. But this
Salute to you
nigga,
to keeping it 100.
bro, this nigga 2 cents. Nah, this nigga 2 cents, boy.
2 cents
Nigga
crazy.
say, look. Them niggas say, damn, that nigga Bang don't fuck with Tunde, boy. That nigga say,
Nah,
nigga say,
bang. I swear to God, bro. Me and Two Cents be saying that shit like every time Tunde come up or Yard come up, you own like you always bring up Tunde.
bro,
I'm like,
I'm gonna tell
shit.
you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm
He said,
gonna
Bang
tell
finna
you why.
curse this nigga out.
Look, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I feel like y'all got so much potential, bro. And that nigga is loyal to a fault when it come to Tunde. For me, I don't know their relationship, so I can't disrespect what they been through. You feel me? But the way that Yard fight, his capabilities in real life, like a prime Yard, bro, I felt like he could have been so much better, bro, if he had a
I agree.
different coach. And I feel like that nigga don't have a good coach, bro. And it's the way that nigga baby him. That shit, because it's like, God damn, bro, this nigga can really, but it's really a pit bull. This really a bull. You making him a house dog. I bred him as a fighter dog. This a house dog. You feel me?
I
Like you done
agree.
turned this nigga to a house dog. You feel me? Like that's how I feel like Anthony Yard is, bro. Here, I ain't gonna call him a house cat. You feel me? But he a house dog. You feel me? Cause you know, he might bark at you when you come in the house or whatever, but he can be tamed. Them house dogs can be tamed more than a yard dog. You feel me?
You've been
So
domesticated.
so you ain't gonna have to repeat yourself with a house dog. You feel me? And I think that's what Anthony Yard is. I really do. I really think he
You
a
you
house
know
dog,
you
bro.
know what I saw in that fight though, and I could be wrong too. It's a little bit of what you said, but I think that your game plan, bro, was all the way off because his game plan was conservative to me, bro. His game plan, it didn't have nowhere near enough urgency, bro. For me, Yard have all the intangibles to beat him, bro. He does. I'm not gonna lie. That's why, like Tego, bro, I fell for it because
Yeah.
Yard has the pop,
He had the
he
intangible.
has the length, he match up in size. and he's girthy enough to take. He was taking the body shots. It was cool. Benavidez was
Oh.
digging to. Go ahead, man.
Yo, he just said that man girthy.
Oh, nah, bro. Pause, bro. Come on, man.
Yo.
We talking boxing, man. I'm with the folks, man.
Yo.
But bro. He wide enough to take the shots. No homo. Pause. No Diddy. Whatever. Right. But he wide enough to take the shots. He was taking the body shots all the way up to 7. I don't think it was the body shots. I think it was the mental pressure of Benavidez breaking him down. Because the thing about it to me was when Yard was pity patting, some of it was working. It was keeping Benavidez at bay. But then it came to a point where I feel like Benavidez felt disrespected that he kept pity patting. I think Benavidez, because Benavidez at the later, once more towards the shit got stopped, Benavidez was really in his face, like, hold on, like, this is what you doing? You get what I'm saying? So I think your whole game plan was to just be was to be conservative, and I think that was the complete wrong approach. He needed to press Benavidez out the gate because he has the intangibles to do it effectively.
Man,
Benavidez is so bad built, but he be punching shit, man. That shit's so crazy.
it looked like every punch Benavidez threw, that shit looked like it hurt. Like that shit just looked like it hurt. Yeah, I mean, whether it was a jab or a hook or whatever, every punch, left hand, right hand, that shit looked like it hurt.
I just don't
But you know
understand
why?
why
You know,
Yard
Chris
kept getting
Pop.
up on the ropes. That's just like bad business when you fighting Benavidez. They just don't even make sense.
But you know what, Chris Papa? The reason why I think every punch seemed like it hurt though, bro, was because it was like the thing, and that's the thing that I can never count out Benavidez for doing, bro. That nigga, like, I don't know what it is, but he literally has to throw 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like
Hey, but
every
look,
I
but
punch
look, but
came
look,
with
but look,
more.
look. I don't mean to interrupt you,
Nah,
little
nah,
brother.
nah.
I promise. Listen to me. You know what that this another thing. You remember when Tunde broke up that little thing that Anthony y'all had going on with
Yup.
the nigga that was holding the pads when he had his back against the ropes? If Tunde stopped jumping in with shit like that, you feel me? He would have did better off the ropes. You feel me? That's why I say
Mm.
you feel. I don't know if that's what's going on. I'm just talking my shit, but I'm just saying, y'all, man, he one of my favorite UK fighters, bro. Everybody know that. But what I'm noticing is he really a house dog, bro. He a house
Mm.
dog, bro. Like real nigga shit, but like a mean kind though, like a pit. You know how them people be having them big mean looking ass pit bulls, but they be family dogs and shit like that. That's what he is. You feel me? That's what I
Yard
really feel like he is, bro.
Yard kind of
You
remind
know.
me a lot of I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, you good. You good.
Yard kind of remind me a lot of like Caleb Plant. Not saying that they fighting styles, but like they got a lot of talent. They just don't got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think his guy like his endurance is good enough. Cause every time it seemed like he get tired and then he start fighting up against the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to move. He just want to stay in one spot. And you when you type fighting against the top level, them niggas don't stop, man. That's what everybody he fought. Anytime he got tired, he got gas, he just let them niggas punch on him. Like just literally just like get off. And man,
Yeah,
I fuck with you, man. You right about that though.
yeah, nah, man, for real.
Shit.
Hey, that nigga Billy say drop the link, Greg.
hey, hey, Greg, you remember a couple weeks ago when I said Quaves hit that nigga with a left hand and buckled him something crazy,
Hmm.
and the only reason Quaves ain't stopped him because he hit him with a left hand and he ain't throw no more punches after that. His pop said it was ring rust. That's why his legs buckled him up like that in the ring. Dev hit him with that same left hand and stunned him, had him standing there froze, and right hand put him down something crazy
Yep. His shit's locked up again.
every
Yeah.
time.
But
Now you
honestly
did.
though,
I remember when you said that you did say that shit, and the same shit happened. That's a fact. His shit's locked, and then he, bing, bing, two more. He went out.
but
It was like
honestly though,
left, left, right.
I'm telling you, I think, and I said this shit, but I think that what Brian Norman Sr. did, bro, and where he fucked up at, And the crazy thing is that we saw this shit unfold in front of us. The crazy part is that like the bad actually happened. Like the hope was that Brian Norman actually clipped him. That was the hope. But the bad part actually happened to these niggas, bro. And we saw it unfold. The
They
crazy thing
didn't
I
plan
think
for
Brian
it.
Norman Sr. did is he talked his son up so much. He wrote a check that his son couldn't cash. Sorry. But that
Because
check
what
was
you gonna
way
do
too
when that price
expensive.
don't land?
And the way you know that is the nigga didn't even negotiate a fucking rematch clause.
He
What they
said. He
say, what they
said.
say, what they say they was making Devin Haney a mandatory somewhere,
Right.
so
Bro, but
he wasn't gonna be here.
even that, he's the champion though. That's what I'm saying. Even that
Right.
like it was just you get what I'm saying? Devin Haney got the larger end on the bag. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, you the champion,
Well,
bro.
I mean, yeah. Well, Devin is the
Nah,
money.
nah, nah.
He
But
I
just
that's
thought
what I'm
that
fighting
saying.
for
Like,
definitely
the
we
more
gotta
champ. He's
money,
the
we gotta
money.
bro.
we
Right.
gotta slice it even, bro, because the nigga was the champion at 47. Deb was
Well,
coming
now,
after
well, now,
him.
but
Nah,
this
that
the
But
was
this
thing.
fight
turkey
only
money though.
mattered
Nah,
because
Turkey.
of
nah, but
Devin
this,
Haney.
Yeah, Turkey ain't
yeah,
slicing that shit even with nobody. That was turkey money.
Yeah.
yeah, straight up. So the
12
thing
million,
is,
3 million.
Brian Norman's still gonna get a good amount of money. Like he's still gonna get more money than he ever made. But
They
Devin
He
say
Haney
he
got.
might
He
got
make
three
got
more.
million.
$3 million.
He got 3 million.
That well, shit. There you
And
go.
Deb got 12.
That's
Deb
what I'm
got
saying. Thank you, Tego, because I was dividing the numbers too. They
Nah,
say
it was
three
it's a
fights,
3 fight.
36.
He got 3 fights, 36, and
Exactly. That's
Brian Norman
12
got 3
million
for the win
apiece.
off. He
But is that
basically
wrong though?
he ducked Boots to not give Boots the belt, to double up the purse and give Deb the belt. I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Exact. But that's what I'm saying though. His dad didn't realize he talked his son into a finesse.
Nah, he talked his son into
Literally,
a bag.
Yeah, he
he
definitely
talked
talked
his
him into
son
a
into a
bag.
finesse because
Yeah.
But you.
It wasn't a
I'm
finesse,
sure
But
by
bro.
you.
now his towing
He
business
talked
is
him. He
doing a
talked him
million.
into a bag, my nigga. He talked that nigga into fucking Vegas making the odds even with Devin Haney, nigga. You not
Right.
understanding?
That's
Not.
a fact.
Not.
Yeah,
That's
Not
a
that's
just
a
He
fact.
fact.
that
talked.
though.
That's
He
a
That's a
talked
fact.
fact.
Las
Big
Vegas,
Talk
fact.
your
bro.
shit, Tago.
Not only did he con us, nigga, that nigga conned Las Vegas, bro.
Nah,
Hey,
I
Tego,
don't think it was a con.
When the last
Tego,
time
you
I
saying
seen
what I'm saying?
odds even like that in
Tego,
boxing
are you saying what
history,
I think you saying?
nigga?
Tego, are you saying that he put money on Devin Haney win?
No, nigga. What I'm saying is
Did he?
that nigga's
Did he
influence
know
on
the
the
play?
internet, nigga. His what he was
No,
doing on the
you.
internet was enough for Vegas to believe that shit too, nigga. That's what I'm saying, gang.
It wasn't. It wasn't just all him though. You got.
It
You
was all
got.
Nah, it
him.
wasn't that. It was the knockouts,
It was a
honestly.
knockout. It was
It was.
everything. It
It
was
was.
everything all in
It
one.
was. It
Build
was
up.
Devin. Everybody bought into Devin don't got a chin.
Yep.
Devin could get.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like everybody
That's a
bought into
fact.
that. You could tell. You could tell by Brian Norman game plan how he went out and fought. They bought into that shit. Like
Yeah.
he talked all of that. That man sat on here and talked like he was a better coach than Bozy. He sat on here, he talked like he was just going to out coach and have the superior game plan to Bill Haney and what they was going to do. But they bought into an illusion, and the only people that picked Devin Haney to win that fight was boxing aficionados, people that really watch boxing and understand that even what you seen from Devin Haney, his last fight and last two fights ain't exactly what you think
But
it's gonna
but
always
but
be.
Chris
Nah,
Papa, we
Chris
can't
cooking,
say
my
that
nigga.
though, bro.
He cooking.
Because
Nah,
look,
that nigga
bro,
Chris
if
cooking,
we
bro.
being honest, bro,
Cooking.
that's kind of and that's what I be saying, bro. Like that's why I say all of this shit is opinionated, bro. Because we can't just say boxing aficionados because it was niggas like Tego that motherfuckers like Bang and Greg see as qualified judges of the sport. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
So
what
so
I'm
we can't
saying,
even
we
but
can't
he
say
just
even
admitted,
Kenny
but
Ellis
but
had
even
fights.
still, he just admitted with where he
but
went
but
wrong was he bought
but
into
no,
the hype of
Chris
somebody
Papa,
that said,
what I'm saying is, bro, is that this is a testament to the saying, bro. And this is why, like I said, bro, I won't go against Greg. Because that nigga said styles make fights, bro. That's what he was telling me the whole time. You get what I'm
right,
saying? That's what the old heads was preaching to me, and that's why I won't go against that shit, bro. Styles make fights, bro. That's what we gotta remember with this shit,
right.
because
But
that
you
style always beats that style.
but what I'm saying
Yeah, early.
is that Greg ain't on YouTube every single day telling you that Styles make fights. Greg on this joint 2-3 times a week doing the you know what I mean the Sunday cooking
Yeah,
show and all that. But every day Brian Norman was on this joint telling you,
oh, we knocked out Jin Sasaki. We got the knockout of the decade. We didn't beat Devin. Who Devin Haney did that? Brian Norman really just sat up here and tried to make it seem like Devin Haney beating Lomachenko was nothing. That Lomachenko,
Facts.
I mean, that Brian Norman sat on here and said when Boots sent the offer out for Rashidi Ellis, he said, "Yo, you just try to pull up a 140 pounder, the 147, the 154 and fight him. You just got spanked by a 140 pounder. Somebody that came up all the way from 135. Your son is a natural 147 pounder. He just got spanked by somebody that came up from 135. But because that man was on YouTube 7 days a week, beating stuff into y'all ear, into y'all brain, having y'all think, oh no, Brian Norman, like this is all of these other guys is telling lies and all. Like, no, bro. Like, if you really watching the sport and know the sport, what you trying to get people to believe ain't true. You know what I mean? But you just gotta really know what you looking at. Everybody that sat on here listening to Brian Norman didn't know what they was looking at, which is why you had a bunch of people believe that Brian Norman just gonna go right in there and stop that man, and you know what I mean, and Devin Haney ain't that fast, and he ain't got the feet, and like, come on, bro, for real, for real. When Boots sat up there on that podium and laughed and said, "Yo, Brian Norman is not good," that wasn't no
Nigga meant
cocky shit. That was some
that.
honest shit.
I
When
see.
you when you sit there and think about it and look at it, that was some honest shit.
He was dead serious.
Cause now think about it, right? I done told Brian Norman this. Y'all spun Rashidi Ellis out of a fight. It ain't nobody up here right now that'll sit up here and
Facts.
honestly
Rashidi
listen,
beat Brian.
listen.
Well,
It's
let him
no
cook. Let him
it's
cook. Let him cook.
nobody it's nobody right here on this panel right now that'll tell you that Brian Norman will beat Rashidi Ellis.
Right.
After watching what you watched last night, you will not sit here and say that you see Brian Norman beating Rashidi Ellis. You won't.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's nobody. It's you can't say you can't sit here and say, oh, I can see Brian Norman beating Karen. You can't. The only I give him a puncher's chance. I give him a puncher's chance against Stanionis because Stanionis gonna
Hey,
stand right in front of him and try to slug it out with him. So he, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's not no boxers. Nobody out there that got ring IQ that got me can move and punch from angles that you gonna sit there and say you think Brian Norman can beat.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
They
You
also,
Just
cooking,
cook, my
man.
nigga.
like you
Just
said,
cook,
they
my
also
nigga.
believed he was gun shy because of the Ramirez performance. They
Any
thought
any
they was just gonna stand there, let you walk them down.
listen, and he ate about 3-4 left hooks from Brian Norman. That
He
man sat on here
alone.
and said that
Yeah.
that
Facts.
man that man said my son got one punch power that'll put you out in one punch. Dev ate them Jones.
He ate three
Dev
in a
ate
row.
them Jones last night. He hit him with a couple of them left hooks flush, and Dev ate them Jones.
Yeah, he said his punch resistance definitely showed it was up at 47.
But but you
That's
know,
but he
but you
had
know,
punch
but you know,
resistance though.
you know what I like
No,
about what
that's a
Devin
fact.
did though is what Devin did though, bro. And this is why I say I don't see Brian Norman beating any champion, even Barrios. He needs to stay away. And this is why I say that, bro, because what Devin did is at the beginning it was like Devin was like a one level above Brian Norman. You get what I'm saying? He was kind of fighting how he wanted him to because he was more downloading, more defensive. So it was kind of what Brian Norman wanted. He was one level above Brian Norman. But then as the shit got on and he started clinching after he was initiating and punctuating, that shit started to show the different levels to where it's like, oh, okay. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah,
that, and that's why I want to call out the fucking judges because that shit was not close to me, bro.
It wasn't
Brian
yeah,
close
that
Norman
at
won
one
all.
judge
two,
was
three
tripping. I ain't gonna
rounds.
114,
lie.
113 was crazy.
That
Yeah,
shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
and
But that's
if you notice, Foreign later in the fight, it was Brian Norman initiating the clinch, and Devin was working to
Exactly.
the body.
That's normal for
Exactly.
some turkey shit though, because they even had after Canelo and Crawford, they had that joint like 115, 112 or
One,
some shit
yeah, that
like
was
that
crazy.
with Canelo and
Yeah.
Crawford when that
But
shit
but
wasn't
that's what
close.
I'm saying though. We gotta start like doing something about that shit, bro, because that fight was not close, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
Yeah,
after like the fourth, fifth round, that shit just turned into like Devin
After
Haney
the
put him to
second
Yeah,
sleep.
round.
yeah. What's the name?
After the from
Norman
the
yeah,
And
Norman
second
and
made
round
that's
an
what I
on
mean. And
adjustment.
down.
that's
yeah,
what I
it
mean
was
with the
over
levels
with.
Once he
though.
got dropped, it was over.
If you give Norman any rounds, Norman made an adjustment in the mid fight, but and Devin didn't really throw much, but you can't. He didn't. He only gets a round or two, and during that because Devin didn't throw much.
Yeah.
If you do that, but it wasn't close. It was
And,
nowhere near
and, and that's
114,
what I'm
113.
saying, Jeffrey. Even if you give him because Devin didn't throw much, Devin threw the more calculated punches that landed. He
Facts.
landed more
That's facts. And he
all
ring
night.
generalship. And ring generalship, even though he wasn't throwing. He had
Man,
him
he
doing
was
whatever he
turning
wanted
his
to do.
ass in the center of the ring. That shit was crazy. Like every time, it was over.
He was in
That
front
was
of
a
him, but he wasn't in front of him.
hey,
And
hey, 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 Bang posted some shit. He said, "What you say, Bang? Sunday school? Man, fuck
Oh yeah.
that. That
Oh
nigga,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, 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 yeah.
Brian
Dropped
Norman
it
got
there. That's
signed up
all.
for Wednesday night Bible study last night.
yeah, that
He
was
got
Wednesday
signed up
night.
for Bible study too. That boy got anointed,
Bro,
I
blessed.
he got dropped. Listen, he got dropped off last night. Puma got dropped off last night.
Let's talk
Yard
about
got
it,
dropped
man.
off. Yard got dropped off last night. And Noakes is a gangster.
Yeah, I'm a
yeah,
Noakes
he
is
fan.
is.
a whole
I'm a
gangster.
Yeah,
fan.
I'm a fan
Noakes
too.
is a
Noakes
gangster,
missed
dog.
church. He missed
That
church.
nigga's a
Hey,
gangster, boy.
I got a
Yeah, he was
question.
on that corner somewhere.
I got a question though.
Absolutely. Noakes on
Y'all
that
think this?
corner.
Y'all think Abdullah gonna fight again at 35? I feel like he ain't have no legs.
He
It was,
could,
it was a
but
good
he.
fight, but I think his legs was gone.
I also think it was some of them body shots he couldn't box as much as he wanted in them later
Yeah,
rounds. Sam Noakes
I,
pressed on him, man. I
I
don't
felt
care
like
what
Yeah,
that too.
nobody says. Sam Noakes is
I
a
felt like
nice
that too.
pressure fighter.
yeah.
And you know what? And you know what,
He was
Jeffrey?
tough.
I said this, bro. As soon as the fight got announced, bro, motherfuckers could look in the chat, ask whoever you want to, bro. I was one of the first niggas saying this shit, bro. I said, Sam Noakes, this is gonna be a 12-round fight, bro.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
the reason why I said that though is because to me, and look, kill me after, bro. But to me, Abdullah Mason does not have enough defense.
yeah.
He
That
wants
that
to
showed
fight
in this
too
fight.
much.
That showed in this fight. He could have boxed. Like the corner was saying the right things, but Sam Noakes was pressuring him. In his mind, he felt like he had to fight. I get it. Like that's why even like your point exactly. His defense, niggas. If Devin would have took more chance, they say he could have got him out of there. But Devin has always been a game plan fighter. He's
Facts.
never been a nigga. Once I got you, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna keep tagging you and keep and win. There's no reason to take the risk. And Mason was taking the risk to try to knock him out, but Sam Noakes had some hot shit for him back.
And I don't think he was necessarily just trying to take the risk to knock him out. I think Abdullah was hitting him with some shit, and even when he tried to, I mean, get in and out on Noakes, like Noakes, that nigga didn't go backwards that whole fight. Yeah,
Facts.
I mean, like he didn't go backwards the whole fight. No matter what Abdullah hit him
But
with,
but you but you
Abdullah
know
was
why, Chris Papa, and that's why I say it's Abdullah Mason's defense, bro. Because Noakes didn't go back the whole fight because Abdullah Mason was there to be hit the whole fucking fight.
But I would say defense as well as his timing and judgment of distance. Because even when he was boxing at a distance, Sam Noakes was able to run in that shit and throw punches.
yes, he was.
But that's what I'm saying though, because it becomes deeper than fucking distance and shit like that. When you like, we even saw with Shakur and De Los Santos, right? It comes to a point to where no matter how well you can manage the fucking distance, you gotta have some defensive skills, some tactics. You get what I'm saying? To be able
Yeah.
to do something when the nigga is just on you, no matter. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Because
That's
on
why
the
I say
inside he was getting hit
Abdullah
too. I get what
Mason
you're
needs to
saying.
work on his defensive skills, bro. That we know the nigga is an offensive monster. He's a monster. You get what I'm saying? Like, we know that. But now it's time for Abdullah Mason to work on some defense, bro. Because to me, Sam Noakes was basic, but the reason why I saw him going was because he could take a punch. But I see that Abdullah Mason could take a punch because the nigga was there to be hit all night. He was there on every entry and exit. He was there.
Yeah,
Literally for Sam Noakes to finish.
you probably won't see him to the middle of next year from a fight like that. And my thing is that's good, but he definitely not unifying at 35. And unless he goes
Hell no. I ain't gonna
Andy
lie. He
in the
gonna have to
winter,
move up.
Andy Cruz and Mortaya.
And that's what I was just saying in the chat. I don't like, if we really looking at this shit honestly, no matter no matter how well they moving that nigga, once he go up to fight any champion or do anything like that, or anybody call him out for that strap, because he's gonna get called out for that strap for sure by them guys. Andy Cruz, who else is champ at 35?
Tank.
Shakur and Tank.
Shakur.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
He
Tank
don't
elite
even
that.
smell a strap.
After that fight yesterday, do that make the Kid Austin fight more interesting for y'all, or y'all
Bro,
still?
and
No,
look, Tego, that's what I was gonna say, bro. Look, motherfuckers kill me in the chat, bro. If Sam Noakes could make it that interesting, and even we saw with the little taste of sparring that we got, right? Abdullah Mason was still able to press him the whole time.
Hey,
You get
gang,
what I'm saying? Not Abdullah Mason. Kid Austin was still able to press Abdullah Mason the whole time. He was right there the whole time
this
in
is this
every
is
fucking video. In
is
8-ounce gloves, bro, I'm telling you.
this,
Kid Austin catches Abdullah Mason, that nigga is gone, bro. He might not be the same.
we could say that,
Nah,
but
I don't know, man.
we also haven't
I
seen
don't know about that one.
Austin get
I
hit
don't know
like
about
that. We
that.
haven't seen Floyd get hit. We haven't seen him really get punished. So
Yeah,
just like you saying, Floyd could knock him out. We don't know if his footwork coming in is just as good as Sam Noakes was. Sam Noakes was a live dog. Sam Noakes fuck around and beat Floyd Schofield.
Facts.
Well,
Listen, that's a fact. Listen, I don't know if you seen that sparring. It's sparring, but you can see the level. It's a
piecing that
difference
nigga
in
the
level.
fuck up.
It's a difference in level, bro. It's not the same, bro.
Yeah, I don't see it being the same as the Sam Noakes fight at all, brother. At
Yeah.
all.
It's not the same at all.
Styles make fights. They both could punch,
And they
but
familiar with each other, so
yeah,
Right.
and
So,
like you said, they got ring
but what
experience.
I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying though. Exactly, Tego, what you just said. Kid Austin knows Abdullah Mason. Like, come on, y'all. We not gonna really sit here and say that kid, bro. Like, come on, y'all. Let's
We
He ain't
fuck his
got
and we
nothing.
daddy.
can
He ain't.
we
He
can
can't
agree
do
to
nothing with
disagree.
Abdullah.
Fuck
I
his
ain't gonna
daddy,
lie.
We
bro.
can
Fuck
agree
his
to
dad
disagree, and when the
and
fight
fuck his
happened, we'll
backing.
see.
He
Fuck
can't
his
do nothing
dad and
with
fuck his
Abdullah.
backing, bro. In 8-ounce gloves, we just saw what this nigga did. Like, we seeing what he's doing to
We
people.
don't know if
Wait,
Schofield punch harder than Noakes. We got like again.
What?
I'm signing out, gang.
I hear what you're saying,
all right,
but
man.
I don't think it goes the same way. It's possible. We could see that's a great fight to make eventually. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I just say I agree to disagree for right now. I'm not. There's no hard
Yeah,
feelings
yeah,
or nothing. And
yeah.
Tego, this is what I gotta say to you before the fight. Didn't I say that maybe Bill learned from the Ryan fight and wasn't talking so much like Senior? And look what happened.
You did. You
That
indeed
shit
did.
home. That nigga old enough to learn too, man.
You
Yeah, he
indeed
was
did.
letting that nigga chill, man.
And then and to add on to that, Jeff, Bill confirmed it. He confirmed it after in the post. He's like, he was too cocky. I let him do it. Go ahead.
We've been here before.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah.
And
He said it,
and
though. He
that
did say
coming a
that to me.
month
Like, no.
early, like Foreign was saying, that preparation, everything, it mattered. You could see it in the fight.
Yeah.
Facts.
And
Good point.
Devin really
Good
tattooed him.
point.
That nigga eye was damn near shut. He broke his nose.
He said that shit.
Hey, Jeffrey, you just made a good point, right? Because you said they came a month early. Bill confirmed that shit. They came November 2nd. This fight was the 22nd. That
Yeah.
nigga Brian Norman, I think they got here like the 14th or something. I think when Mills dropped
Nah,
that
like
video.
this,
Nah,
like
they
the
got
8th or
the
9th.
week
They did.
of.
It was more than a week. It was more than a week, but
It wasn't long enough.
I know it was still after Devin.
Whole time.
Exactly.
Even in the press
And Brian
conference,
Norman
Bill
was
said
trying to sell
something.
me a dream. He was trying to sell everybody a dream that, oh, we not work. But that's why I say it was the preparation that fucked him up, bro. Because
And you talking about Devin don't punch? He going up in weight. He dropped everybody except for Ryan and Ramirez in the fights before that, moving up. You don't know what
He
he's
looked
gonna
like
do.
he was bigger than Brian Norman for real.
Yeah, but that's also, you got to think about it. Devin been fighting on a world class level for a while. He was squeezing to make 35. You don't think he kept the same nutritionist and everything to make 47 and make it look
he do.
easy?
His nutritionist
Hey,
is
look, hey,
James
look,
Lockwood.
hey, look.
His nutritionist told him to come in and camp heavier so he could be ready for that fight.
Exactly. Hey, I'm
And
glad
then
you
look,
must have
not
watched
only
that
that,
shit
hold
too. I
on,
watched
Fawn.
that video.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, Fawn. Hold on, Fawn. Look, not only that, Devin ain't getting no knockouts since he had that shoulder surgery. Niggas forget about that part too. The boy
Yeah.
really got a bum shoulder. You know what I mean? That's when they slowed down after the shoulder surgery. That when he fought, what's his name, Moran or some shit like that. That nigga who
Yep, Antonio
Bill
spun
said
that,
Moran.
that. Bill
he
said
spun
that
that
too.
nigga in the round.
That's a good point.
Bill said that in the post fight press conference. He was like, you want to talk about it? You want to say it?
And you know
G
what?
said he didn't look bigger than Norman.
And
And
you
Dev was
know
like,
what? I was just gonna say that, bro. I don't think Devin Haney looked bigger than Norman, bro. But I didn't want to be, but I don't think he did,
I
bro.
thought so.
I'm telling you,
Shit.
Norman looked like he put on too much weight to me. I ain't
Norman
gonna lie.
just short. I
Like
think it
like
just
like
looked
Bang
different.
said, I think Norman was in cement all night. all night long. He was
That nigga
there to
was
be
out,
hit
man.
But that's the
all night.
style though, too,
And,
though.
and,
Yeah, he
and
was
Like,
going.
another
It was
part
gonna
of
be
what
the
G
whole
said came
thing.
true because if you listen in the corner, Brian Norman was like, "How's your breathing? How's your breathing?" He didn't have it down.
old Tom.
They hadn't been in that situation before, so they didn't know to come at that, like, to come later to get his energy used to it. That's why Bill kept saying we loose over here. That's why at the press conference, that's why Dev was on stage jumping around because he could. What's name was tired than the motherfucker. He couldn't do shit. He was really like trying to preserve all his energy so he could rehydrate after the win. But
That
Dev was
mean
good
mug, he
though.
was hurting.
That nigga G say, look at Norman legs and Dev legs. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
He was
But
telling the
and you know
bullshit
what?
on him,
And
too.
and this bring up a good question, bro, because I always be wondering, like, how the fuck do boxers that, like, the ones that be really cutting weight, like 20, 10, 20, 30 pounds, you get what I'm saying? How do they put back on that shit effectively? That shit is like a science itself.
Now
That
you
shit is
see how
wild.
good Devin is, man. He was squeezing. You seen the Cambosis picture? He fought 2 more fights after that at 35.
That's what I'm
He's
yep.
saying. Like, for him to be able to even put the weight back on effectively to do something at that weight after cutting it is crazy. Like, in one day, 10, 12, 24 hours or
Mm.
however long it is. That is crazy. Like, you really got to, but that shit all shows the levels, bro. You got to have next level everything. You can't just have a next level camp. You got to have next level nutritionists. Like, niggas wonder why this type of shit goes on, but uh, like this shit been going on with even the greatest fighters. They probably just had it at different levels because it wasn't known as nutritionists and shit. But they still had niggas that cooked them certain foods and they ate certain shit. And it's a reason why at those next levels they do that shit. I be wondering why they do the little shit, like why they might go to Big Bear, why everybody want to go to specifically Big Bear, why you get what I'm saying? Like,
that
why do they do certain
altitude,
shit?
man. That
Because it's like
altitude
that shit
help you train,
matter.
help you breathe. It definitely matters.
That shit matter. And that's why I say I think Devin won. And even with Bill, like he said, taking the back seat. I think Bill, like we all can agree. I think that Ryan Garcia really gave them a slice of humble pie. Even though Ryan cheated, and I don't give a fuck if you have point one of half a point one in your system. You cheated for sure. If you pop, you cheated. So I don't care about that. But I'm talking about they lost that fight because I think Devin could have still done something different than getting caught with that same shit. And this fight proved that point to me. But what I'm saying is, I think that Bill Haney learned from that shit because they was talking a little crazy to Ryan. They
Yep.
was talking like Ryan really wasn't shit, and they got low key humbled in that fight.
And if you think about it, that fight, like going back to it, I said it all the time. Even with the Austrian and Ryan system, they fought the wrong game plan. You let the fans get in your
Exactly.
head saying you can't punch, you can't stop nobody. You let Ryan get in your head all of that personal beef, and y'all talking crazy before the fight. You fought the wrong game plan, champ. And just I said this. You got a blessing in disguise that he was on PEDs because gave you humble pie, gave you a chance to go back to the drawing board and get another chance to stay perfect. And my thing is, even the Ramirez fight, I wasn't happy with the performance, but I could also see that's me trying to box and not fuck the money up because we have Ryan rematching right after this.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Good point. Because
Exactly.
because that's what I just realized right now. That's all that was.
You tried to
Because to
cherry pick
see Devin
Rolly and he
Haney go
fucked the whole
move up,
shit up.
because to see Devin Haney go move up with a 47 pounder and Bill Haney still have this type of game plan for this type of guy, you get what I'm saying? It shows that he could have done way more against Ramirez, but that was literally trying to secure that Ryan rematch bag. He
And it
he
brought it
truly wanted that.
it brought a bag to this fight. If you think about it too, we was into it because we were saying, is Devin shy? Is he
Facts.
confident? Does he have punch resistance? He didn't get hit. Ramirez, he ran too much. He didn't jab. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. It brought all the eyes to this fight. And the guy who they said was the best at 147, he made that shit look easy.
No, that's a fact.
Facts.
Now he automatic king at 147 off the rip.
And who do y'all see him fighting next? You think he go hit Lewis Crocker real quick? Only thing is, once you get that IBF belt,
Hey,
if you
look,
gotta
man,
defend in the
Jeffrey, bro,
IBF, he's
look,
not
bro, and
doing
I'm
it.
gonna say this respectfully, bro. While the Ron in my system, bro, I said these exact words before this motherfucker happened.
I knew that
I
nigga
said
was
Brian.
drunk.
I said Brian Norman Sr. I said this to this nigga, man. I said, boy, if you lose, you niggas are back to the towing rig, bro. Cause I ain't go. And look, the reason why I say that respectfully, for real shit. He's too green for any of the real guys at 47. I think he need to take a can if he's gonna continue boxing, right? But he's way too green for the guys at 54. There's no way out for that man, bro.
Let me tell you why I agree. Also, he was inconsistent before he became champ, and he really that wasn't
Exactly.
his fight. Top Rank Woodley wasn't fucking with him. It's really no like you see how they ain't post shit since. You gonna be back. They ain't say none of that shit since that fight. That 3
Nah, they
million
did.
might have to hold him well. Hope he invests well. You hear me?
Nah. They did, but bro, what I'm saying is, bro, it don't matter about the matchmaking at this point. The formula is there. I'm telling you. He's too green for anybody he's too green for any other guys we would want to see him fight. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I said Brian Norman stops caring. Nigga Karen might smoke him. I ain't gonna lie.
For sure.
He could
Especially
fight
after Karen being
Stanionis.
in a ring with Boots.
He could fight
Karen might do
Stanionis.
something foul to that man. I'm telling you, bro. Brian Norman Jr. is back to the towing rig, bro. He's gonna be working with
Junkyard
his
dog.
father. He might have his own joint, but that's as far as he's gonna go. As far as this boxing shit, I'm telling you, that shit is over. He might not ever see a strap at 47 ever again. I'm telling you, bro, because the formula is out. I don't think he's gonna get better as a boxer.
Nah, but
But
look,
that's
but
because,
look, but
He
look.
and the
got to
reason
Nah,
why
he
punch
I
his
still
say
got
all
chance,
of
room to
this
get
is
brother.
because
better.
I don't think he's gonna ever let go of his father as
He
his
got to
trainer, bro, and
He
that's
got
his
to punch
biggest
his
downfall.
chance, and he could
Look, man.
learn, bro. You could learn from this if
His
they do it
father is
right.
his trainer, Jeffrey.
Yeah, but look. We don't know what the future holds. We gotta let this shit play out. That boy 23 years old, 24 years
24.
25.
old.
25.
Yeah, bro, he got time, bro. Like not saying that he'll become this amazing boxer or no shit like that, but I still feel like it's some money out there for him. You feel
Shit,
me?
Ronnie
It's still
Shields
some
might
money
be
out
able
there
to get
for him.
the best out of him. Like getting the best out of Mil Nicky.
But
Yeah,
Jeffrey, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying though.
Hey,
His father.
Did Mill Nicky win last
Yeah,
night?
he stopped
Yeah.
him. He stopped this dude.
See, but what I'm starting to notice with Brian Norman, bro, and the whole camp, and this is what I'm saying, y'all, and that's why I'm saying this, right? Bro, his father is a psychopathic type of guy. And
Bro,
the
I don't
different
think so.
no, for
you
real. Look,
gotta
I
the
don't think so.
remember
hold
they
on, hold on.
following the
The
Bill
difference,
Haney blueprint.
the
He
difference,
tried it and it
but look,
failed.
Jeffrey, and that's what I'm gonna speak to. The difference with him and Bill Haney is not the type of guy where he's so confident he won't take other advice. This nigga dad had a world champion, and he won't allow nobody else in that corner, bro. That nigga is gonna be his trainer forever, bro, and that's his biggest fucking downfall.
I guess we'll have to
His
wait.
dad was out coached.
I agree, but we're gonna have to wait and see if his dad is coach forever. If he want
That's
to
what
do something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we never know if Norman gonna wake up, if Senior gonna wake up, like you know what I'm saying, next year sometime and be like, man, you know what? I think maybe we can take this to another level. You feel me? If we just bring
Yeah.
in such and such, but maybe they do that. We don't know. I don't know because boxing is a community, bro. A lot of them niggas work together, bro.
They
A
can't.
lot of
They
them niggas work together,
can't.
bro. You know what I'm saying? A
Right.
lot of them niggas work together.
Send
So
class.
I'm pretty sure he got relationships. You say what, What's up, baby?
I want to get my breakdowns of the fights, but that shit, I want to get my breakdowns. So can I get my breakdowns of the fights real quick? Because I'm on the road and my reception keep going in and out. Can I do that?
Go ahead.
Talk your shit,
Yeah.
EA.
All right. Benavidez, yard. Man, I knew that was gonna happen. Like I knew he was gonna beat him, but on some real shit, I fucks with Yard and I fucks with Tunde. That shit was hard to watch, and I watched the highlights because I was on the road. That shit was hard to watch, man. That shit was hard to watch for me, man. But I knew that was gonna happen, man. So shout out to Benavidez. Yard and them got to get in the lab. Tunde got to bring some help in, man. He got to bring some other people in because what you said, Bang, is true. Like him and Yard is too cool. I think he look at Yard like a little brother. So it's like if chick get real hot or whatever, or just like the way they train and shit, they train too much. Probably like I gotta look out for my little brother type shit, as opposed to I got to fight and I gotta train him up. The Normans, Man, fuck the Normans, man. I'm petty. Fuck the Normans. Bill Haney broke it down in the post fight press conference. Say what you want about Bill. Bill is an intelligent man, and what I've seen from reading biographies of men who are great and all of that, what makes a great man isn't so much as how smart he is or all the knowledge and skills that he possesses. What makes a smart man and a great man great is he knows his weaknesses or he knows what he needs and he goes gets the people. Because
Right.
nobody great builds anything by themselves. I don't give a fuck who it is. You don't build it by yourself. Bill understood that in the beginning. See, y'all gotta remember, Bill is a real street guy, and then he
Right.
got the game from from business, so he know what he doing. Man, Devin is a well trained and a well schooled boxer. That he
Right.
is that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he don't have flaws, but when you look at Norman, they learned the game in the fucking garage, just like he said. They fucking garage fighters. And the fact that he got this far, he's an overachiever. See, I'm gonna tell you something else why I say fuck the Normans. He worked with Tank a couple times. He worked with Bud and he worked with Boots. Every time he left from working with somebody, he fucking crossed them and went out and started talking about it. To me, that's a very, very big character flaw. Now, I'm 53. He in his 40s. To do some shit like that at that age, it lets me know something's wrong with your fucking character. Nigga, I don't know if your ego is that fucking big because you own a little funky ass business and you think you somebody. That's why when he was arguing with G, he started talking about money, about what he
Fact.
want and all that. Like, that's sucker shit, man. We all black, man. All of us, to some degree or another, we ain't nothing but a couple paychecks or a loss away from being on the street, nigga. You don't really got no money like that. Stop doing that. You know what I mean? When you talking about boxing. So fuck the Normans. Bam is a fucking alien, bro. Like, that little dude, man, and he's so quiet and so humble. Like, he's a fucking alien. So Bam is gonna be great, like with the Inouye shit, and I don't know, because I would have to actually see them in person and look at the size. You know what I mean? And I don't like, all right, I was listening to the incident with Sabril Matias. And by the way, he was using the same shit that Ryan was using at Osterine. Y'all know Matias killed somebody in the ring. So all that shit we seen from Ryan that happened with Dev, we should never even hear about that fight again.
Yeah.
But Matias was supposed to fight a couple of months ago, and he postponed it.
Yeah.
And then they scheduled it again, and then he came up dirty. So they was talking about how, and I actually was Sonny Ed was talking about how that's the indication the motherfucker was trying to cycle off. Inouye was supposed to fight Scooter at some point, and they just for some reason postponed it. And then they fought a couple months later. Now, Inouye never tested, but I'm just saying when I see that type of shit, and then he fought in Japan a lot, it just makes me suspicious. That's all. And I could be wrong. I could be jumping the gun or whatever, but that shit makes me suspicious. So with Bam fighting Inouye, the size, when you moving up like that, and then I'm just suspicious about dude. With Abdullah Mason, and I heard G said the fights is online, so when I get home, I'm gonna watch them because, like I said, I watched the highlights. I didn't get it because I was on the road, you know what I mean, last day and a half, so I wasn't gonna spend the money and then, you know what I'm saying, couldn't really watch it. But watching the highlights and listening to what y'all was saying and listening to what some of the commentators was saying, and I said this in the chat, Abdullah and Boots, because I watch a lot of Abdullah and Boots. They kind of remind me of each other because they're young guys that like to fight. And when they could box, set a guy up and run him in the shit, because it's the shit that you don't see that can get you out of there. They similar in that. I think Boots has a little bit more control over it, and maybe because he's older than Abdullah, but he's still young because he's under 30. Because I remember in the Roman Villa fight, if you watch that fight, Boots poked holes in him before he stopped him. He didn't just go right out there at him and was just slugging with him. And I think Boots probably kind of felt the strength. You know what I'm saying? Because Roman Villa was known as a puncher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for Abdullah, I think if he would have boxed more, he probably could have ran Sam Noakes into some shit and probably could have got him the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? But he won the fight. I think it was a good learning lesson for him. You know, his dad, you know, Valiant, really, he strikes me as a humble brother. You know what I'm saying? So I think whatever they might need, but really, I think he doing what he's supposed to do. Abdullah just wasn't listening because Abdullah liked to fight. You know what I mean? And he just got in there and scrapped. You know what I mean? Instead of really listening to his corner and doing what he's supposed to do. But I still think he's special because for him to be that young and fight a grown ass man that's strong as a motherfucker, because I only watched like maybe a fight and a half of Sam Noakes because I didn't know about him before. Then I went and watched it. I said Abdullah was stopping. I seen that he was strong and sturdy. I was like, I know Abdullah's sharp enough to run him into some shit. But with Sam Noakes, I actually like Sam Noakes from watching interviews. Like I like his demeanor and his personality. So now listening to y'all and talk about how he fight, I'm like, okay, Sam Noakes is a guy that's gonna be on my list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he a guy.
Yeah, when you get to watch the fight, you're
But
gonna see how.
hold on, no, because G has some money on the floor. The dude, I forgot his name, but he said
I'm done. I'm done. Thank you.
No. G just had $5 on the floor. He said, if Devin did that to him, yeah. So if Dev did that to be Norm, then what did Boots do at the gym?
Yeah, he probably was tagging that.
Nah, he probably really did what he said, and that's what's crazy.
And he had headgear and 16 ounces
But
on.
EH, because you brought up a good point, right? You said that Abdullah probably just liked to fight, and that's why Tim Boski, to me, brought up a prime question, because he said, how long will Abdullah Mason's shelf life be with the way he is?
Well, you know what? He young right now, man. I think that he just, you know what, Foreign? I think just being inexperienced and the stage being big, and you know what I mean. The only thing with Abdullah, he gets complacent in the kill zone a little too much for me, where he's squared up and his chin is in the air sometimes, and he's flat-footed in the kill zone and waiting on your offense. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like he can move a little bit, take a step back here or there, or move out on an angle. Just little things like that. But I do think he wanted to put on a show, Foreign, and I think that, you know, this was deep waters for him, and they thought they was going to drown him. You know, with Sam Noakes and them thought they was going to drown the young boy, and put pressure on him and break him down because he hadn't been in that situation before. But Abdullah didn't have Top Rank put him on in good fights and good matchmaking, but he didn't have that fight where you fight a top contender that is a little bit lower than Sam Noakes, that puts some pressure on you and you know, tries to bring out the best in you. He had that knockdown situation where he got knocked down twice, but those were flash knockdowns, and he got up and ended old boy real quick. You know what I mean? So this was the most adversity he's faced in his career, and I think he passed that test.
Yep.
This is his first time going past 6 rounds.
He passed. That's what I'm saying. He passed that test. You get what I'm saying? He went double his longest fight. So I just think that, you know, everything has been kind of, sometimes when everything is kind of easy for these guys, when they get tested, they fold. And one thing I didn't see from Abdullah, he was taking some heavy shots, bro. And I don't like to see that.
Billy, my thing though, the reason why I asked that question, the reason why I say it's a prime question what Timbo asked, how long is his shelf life, right? The reason why I say that is because, bro, I agree that he's getting better, he's getting more experience, but the fights are looking the same, if not similar. This one looked the same as the other ones. It just dragged out the 12 rounds, so it had more moments. But it was just, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's fighting the same type of fights. They're all brawls, and what that's telling me is this might be a case of just one of those guys that just wants. He's always gonna want to brawl. Can he learn? Can he? Because I think if Abdullah Mason used more of his skills, he could have made that fight way cleaner, bro. That could have been a 10-2 fight.
But
this is where
you know what, Foreign, as great as Floyd was at the end of his career, people forget that Floyd is the defensive master. Even Floyd had the Corley fight where he got his nose busted, and he was in the pocket with DeMarcus Corley. You know, the Emmanuel Augustus fight, Floyd took a little punishment here and there. You know, like, sometimes when you're aggressive and you're young, you're in the kill zone. But see, this is the first time I think in Abdullah's career he didn't dictate he wasn't the ring general in every round.
Like he may have been the ring general for more around than Noakes, but it was certain times where Noakes put him where he wanted him to be. And I think that's usually when Abdullah and the fight breaks out, Abdullah's in complete control and he wants that, and he's dictating the fight where he's dictating, all right, you can't do nothing with me. So I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna try to get you up out of here. But I think with Noakes, it was just, hey, bro, all heart, all grit. He's trying to put on the show. At the same time, Sam Noakes made him fight. You know what I mean? This British dude was tougher than a lot of us gave him credit for. You know what I'm saying, Foreign? This dude.
No. But Billy, see, that's what I'm saying though. Because look, I said this shit from the beginning. Because I can agree, a lot of people didn't give him credit, but I said this shit from the start. This is gonna be a 12-round fight, but I just thought it would be way cleaner. Because I'm thinking Abdullah Mason is gonna, like, to me, bro. And this is why I say Kid Austin has a good shot, bro, in 8-ounce glove. Motherfuckers can say whatever they want about the sparring, but that's 16 ounces, 18 ounces, in 8-ounce gloves. You get what I'm saying? If Sam Noakes is able to stun him like this, come on, y'all. We got, like, bro. I'm sure Abdullah Mason could have made that cleaner, bro. Is what I'm saying.
Let me add something. Let me dovetail with y'all real quick. Billy, you brought up something that I wanted to jump in and say. Floyd was like that in the beginning of his career. Floyd used to like to rumble a motherfucker, and then he started to have hand problems. He took that time off, and he knew, I got the boxing skills to beat these dudes. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna become the villain, and I'm gonna box these dudes. Now listen, with Abdullah Mason, this is another thing too. And the next time G get on, I want him to do this again because he did it before on another one. And this is something that I wanted to say to like Foreign and when Tego was talking about like how you make your picks. Because y'all got to remember, we fans. So we make our picks sometimes, we use our emotions or motherfuckers we like.
Yeah.
But pay attention to this. And this is something that you can do. Pedigree. See, when G talk about G a trainer, he talk about his trainer. He mentioned his trainer name. To ask him who his trainer was. See, there's a pedigree in boxing that has been passed down. We got to find out who Valiant Abdul's father studied under. That's why Mickey Bay is such a great fighter, because he was under the Mayweathers, and then the Mayweathers was under somebody. There's certain pedigrees when you in New York, Philly, Michigan. There's a pedigree of fighter, of course, Philly, where motherfuckers come from. That's why the Normans don't come from necessarily no pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have it. So when you talking about Abdullah and you see how sharp he is, you got to find out what his pedigree is. I believe he gonna get it together, because they humble and they smart. So when they looking at the fight, he probably gonna be like, son, you got to get sharper. He got time he got more. He already a mature young brother. He got more time to mature. Now for the question, Foreign, that you said Timboski asked, what's his shelf life gonna be if he keep fighting like that? It's gonna be short. You know what I'm saying? So I know as a trainer and a father, he gonna look at that and be like, little son, you gonna have to slow down, homie. If not, you're gonna end up like Jared Hurd. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot fight like that. You are a human being. You're a bad motherfucker, but you made of flesh and bone and blood like everybody else. You cannot fight like that for years and years. Floyd figured that out. Floyd was a young man at one time, just like the Rumble. Motherfuckers figure that shit out. I think with their pedigree, they gonna figure it out. I think they're gonna figure it out.
And you know what, Foreign?
The whole fight, he was saying it, box. The whole corner was saying box the whole fight. So it's not like they weren't telling them the right thing. It's
You know what though?
learning.
Like you said, my brother, like you said, OG. Sometimes you just get a guy that's gonna make you fight regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Abdullah could have made it easier. But Sam Noakes was in there to fight, and he was cutting the distance. And I think Abdullah wasn't moving as much as he could have, or moved or pivoted, or moved on the angle as much as he could have, or tied him up as much as he could have. But like you said, he hasn't been in those fights. So where he hasn't been in those fights to where he learns some of those things. I mean, you probably work on them in the gym, but applying them and executing them in those type of fights, he hasn't been in those developmental fights. And he didn't go to the Olympics, or Floyd won a bronze and he got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Floyd had a deep amateur pedigree. This guy was fast tracked and put into a tough situation. This dude was a 28, 29-year-old man. He like, I ain't letting this young boy punk me. He yeah, you know how it is, man. When you still trying to hold on, you see this young boy trying to challenge you. And this
Yeah.
boy Sam Noakes came and really like, I ain't letting this baby, he barely able to drink, punk me. You know what I'm saying? That's my young boy. So he came in there trying to rumble. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, I'm gonna put this young boy and see what he really got. And and I think I think Abdullah was like, I ain't going for it. I'm young. I'm young. I got that cockiness enough to where I think I can't lose. And he went in there and fought the dude's fight, which I think they'll go back, like you said, OGEH, because he got some humble guys around him. They from Ohio. It's a boxing state too. And I think that they'll get the right tutelage. And I think they're humble enough to bring somebody in to work with Abdullah. You know what I mean? And work on defense. And I don't think they're satisfied with just winning the belt. I think they want Abdullah to be a long reigning champion. And I think if they do the right things, he has the opportunity too.
Facts.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like this
Hey,
this
but you know
fight, he's
what?
gonna have to learn a
I
lot
gotta
from.
say I was wrong too to Bang though. I gotta say I was wrong to Bang, man, because I told that nigga, I said Puma is different, bro. I had Bam winning, but I didn't think he would go out there and completely outclass. I'm talking about completely annihilate this guy in every which way in that ring, boy. That nigga Bam pivots to the sides. That is probably the nastiest shit I've ever saw of any boxer, bro. Like how swift he just get to the side, give you 2-3, then get back to the middle. Like with his whole body though. That is some sick shit. That nigga is mean. But I'm gonna say this to you, Bang. They better keep that nigga Bam far from Japan. Cause if he go touch either one of them guys at those, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I could be wrong. The thing about it is I can't bet against Bam, so I'm betting on Bam, or I'm betting on Inoue, but I want Bam to win, type shit, bro. But they better keep him away from Japan, man.
I'm betting on Bam. Let me tell you why. Because as good as those other guys are, Bam's defense and sharpness and his feet, they might not have seen no feet like Bam yet, respectfully to everybody that they fought.
I can agree.
So Bam, like, just because Bam gets knocked out, he got this last Puma knockout by breaking him down and hitting him with shit and not getting hit. The only reason Bam was fighting a little bit in like round 6 and 7 is because he wanted to fight. He was getting bored in there.
I agree.
So
But that's what I'm
that's
gonna
why he's
say.
got a chance.
I don't know, bro. Like,
And you got to think about it. He putting on weight. It's different when you sucking down to make that fight. Like, in a way, we have to stay at 26 to make that fight. Bam, he gets 8 pounds. How you don't know what his training camp gonna look like.
I don't know, bro. The reason why I say I don't know though, bro, is because Bang said some shit that I cannot disagree with. In a way, probably has the best resume at those lower weights. Like, motherfuckers better go look up who he's been beating. That nigga's been cleaning everything, bro. Like, motherfuckers must have forgot he made, like, let's talk about it. He made Cool Boy look like he did not belong in the same ring as him.
I agree with you, but also Cool Boy was sucking down at the weight for a while. That's
No,
one. Let me
even
finish.
look,
Let me
bro.
finish. Let me finish. That's
I agree
one.
with
And
the
then
weight drain shit,
and
right?
then
And
two
I
and
agree that
two. But listen, two. In a way, in the last couple fights, he's been known to get dropped and then come back and drop people. Who's to say Bam drops him and doesn't stick to a game plan and doesn't allow him to get it back?
But that's what I'm saying. I think Bam does drop Inoue. I think he does. Because Inoue is gonna, I think Bam presents something to Inoue, like we said, that it's just something else. You get what I'm saying? Like, if Bam really put that shit together, come 1,000% against an Inoue, it's gonna be something else for Inoue at first. But once that nigga gets dropped and he gets back up, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's gonna be a fight where Robert Garcia throw that motherfucker in there, bro, and save that guy.
I think it's closer than you
Telling you.
think, brother. I don't think it go that sweet. If fuck around go 12.
Nah, I don't think Inoue stops him, but I think Inoue beats him maybe 7-5, 8-4.
It could be 7-5 or 8-4 either way, depending on.
I
Imagine
agree.
if he get a drop.
I can't disagree with that. It could go either way.
That's a
That's a
50.
true
That's damn
50-50
near
fight.
50-50 fight. That's what you want to
Hell
see.
yeah. Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think anyway. I mean, I think Bam should, because ain't no. I don't see if they said Clip said Nakatani moving up to 22 to go for that Inoue fight after this fight. Whoever, I forgot who he fighting this.
He fight
They finna
next
fight.
month.
Yeah, they fight next month. I forgot who he fighting in, but he finna go up to 22. I think after this, right? So I think if that's the case, bro, I think Bam deserves the winner out of those two. That's like either one of those guys is a 50-50 fight. I ain't gonna lie. I think honestly though, I think Bam is really something different though, bro. Like, and the reason why I think he don't get enough credit is because he had those lower weights. So it's not really a lot of notable guys. But even like I heard of Puma before, but I had to go back and watch him. I'm like, oh yeah, nah, Puma like that. And for Bam to do him like that, it's just like, damn, like he making he making niggas look like cans, but really some of these guys be really guys. Like Bam be making niggas quit, bro. That shit is crazy. Like, and it's crazy because it's not a lot of power, but it's just a lot of like out skilling. And then it gets to a point to where he like, man, we not finna drag this shit. And he be stopping that nigga is.
And you can't even say it's not a lot of power. I know you heard Mike Coppinger. He might got more punching power than Shakur. Shakur at 35.
He was Mike Coppinger. Who is that? He was just talking.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't gonna lie though, Bam is for sure something else, bro. But I think either one of them Japanese guys is a 50-50 fight, man. Them is great fights. I ain't gonna lie. But I think what's next for Abdullah Mason, bro, I think he need to go ahead and touch up Lucas Bondi or somebody like that. Josh Padley, get one of those light touches at home. You feel me?
Yeah, get
Do
a
his
clean
thing.
fight.
Cause especially with Andy Cruz finna grab this strap, they might try to make that unification immediately.
Yeah. So what you see next for Devin? Because I know you seen Conor Ben and Eddie hating,
bro. And you know
that
what?
was scary.
And
He
you
was
know
scared.
what, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I said this shit, bro. Eddie Hearn is low key, and I could be crazy, y'all, but Eddie Hearn is giving me a bad taste, bro. I was fucking with him. What he was doing with the black brother, he tried to come up. He came over. He's trying to take over with a certain guy, with the guy he likes. I respect that. I loved it. But now, bro, it's getting more and more clear that the nigga is low key a hater, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Hey,
bro,
Farn. Hey, Farn. I feel exactly the same way you do because I was fucking with Eddie Hearn. I like him as a promoter. But
man,
what I noticed with, and I'm just gonna say it this way, because I heard Frank Warren say some shit before. But this 2025, right? And I hate to go here, but this is the mentality. This is 2025. The black man is not your fucking slave no more. So I work with you. I'm learning the business. Now I'm taking my son and we building something. They hate when black people leave a plantation to go work for themselves. And
Yeah,
that's
they
what
hate.
that shit is with Eddie Hearn. They got that white male mentality where they think they need to be controlling everything. I'm telling you. And that shit, when I seen that shit yesterday, that shit turned me off, bro. I'm like,
man. OG, I thought I was crazy because I'm looking at
oh
this shit. I'm like,
no, I ain't like that shit.
I'm like, how you gonna not get a nigga his flowers, and then you trying to jump with this no name, no title, none achieving ass fighter and try to
Exactly.
call him out
That pop
with
dirty.
this?
Don't forget that part.
Like,
That
come
pop.
on.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
I ain't like
popped and
that
Bro,
got
shit.
away
Eddie
journey
I
win,
ain't
and
Hearn,
like
now he
that
think he
shit.
that shit.
and that's why I'm like, bro, Eddie Hearn, like that's why I say it gives me a bad taste because I fuck with him. It's something to digest for sure, but it's just like it's a bad taste. Like,
And you
fuck.
know, hey, Fawn, I'm watching that motherfucker because, you know what I mean, my young boy doing business with him. So I'm watching his ass.
Facts.
I'm looking to see how he going, you know what I'm saying? Like, that
You
shit turned, because when Dad was with you, he was the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread. Now he ain't with you no more. Oh, all they want is money. Oh, that's boring. And I'm like, oh, nigga, you turning into a real fucking hater, huh?
and
But
you got
look,
to see how it goes
the
with
reason why I say it's
Shakur.
giving me a bad taste, right, is because when negotiations, I was giving me personally, I can only speak for me. I always gave Boots so much criticism with these negotiations because I feel like some of these fights could have been made, but now I'm really thinking like Is it a thing where Eddie is really just trying to get him to a level to where he can get the ultimate cash out because of his talent?
Right.
It's starting to make me think about deeper shit with Eddie Hearns and what he's really trying to do with Boots. Cause it's like, is he really trying to go bring him to this so high of a level where you cash out?
Right. Right.
You throw him in there with something that he not
That's a good
like.
question. That's a good fucking question because we
That
see how
shit
he
is.
moving. We see, so we can't act like, oh, he loved Boots more than he used to love Dev. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Motherfucker just looking at you like a chess piece on the board. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good question.
I'll say this. I'll say this too. Boots got the talent to get Turkey's backing. I think Turkey's a little upset with him that he said he wanted to get a tune-up
No,
fight
no, no,
for the.
Jeffrey. See, look, and I don't want to disgrade your knowledge or nothing. But see, Eddie Hearns has came out multiple times and said it, bro, and he's hinting at it. Eddie Hearns is not putting Turkey and Boots in the same conversation because that's Eddie Hearns' work, bro.
Yup,
Yeah, that's
Boots is Eddie Hearns' fighter. He don't want to mix him up with nothing else. If
it'll
yup.
you if
happen.
you
It'll
realize,
happen.
hold on. If you realize everything that Boots has done has been under the zone, Eddie Hearns promotion, Matchroom, everything. Nothing
That's
has been
true.
with nothing else. Most of
That's
the other
true.
fighters, if you pay for the pay-per-view and you watch the fights, it'll say Riyadh. Because most of these other niggas and most of these other promotions is fucking with Turkey. But Eddie Hearns and Boots, Eddie Hearns is not letting Turkey get no piece of nothing. I'm telling you, bro. That's why it's
My
making, and
question
like
is for
OG
that
said,
though.
because
That's
when
true.
Dev was with him, he was the biggest thing since sliced bread, the best shit since fucking toilet paper.
This
Soon
is
as the
my
nigga go
question though.
away, you didn't promote this fighter. As soon as the nigga go away, you gonna say Brian Norman to beat him?
Oh, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. My thing is the only reason why I question it a tiny bit is because I know Shakur was over there. I know Raymond Ford was over there. They both fought on Turkey cards while being with
But
Eddie.
you know
I'm
the
not
difference
saying
with
it's
that
not
though,
possible.
Jeffrey.
I'm not saying Eddie's not that person, but I'm just saying I got a little bit of hope. That's all I'm
But the
saying.
but the difference with that though, right, is everybody sees the shit with Jerron Ennis, bro. It's must see TV. Let's really talk about the facts. That
Yeah.
nigga is must see TV. No matter who you throw in the ring with him, it's gonna be something that you might want to see. You get what I'm saying? With
No, I
Shakur, he's
agree.
not must see TV. With these other, Devin Haney is not must see TV. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, will he build this nigga up to a point to where he's he is the hottest shit since sliced bread just to cash out. You throw him in there with some shit he not ready for. Cause he was talking about 175. He got this nigga
Oh
Boots
yeah.
talking about 175, bro.
Yeah, that's anything.
You get
Especially
what I'm saying? Like,
I think it just
will you really try to get that huge backing on this nigga? Or
I
is
think it
this
just
all
depends.
what he wants to do? Because and the reason why I say that is because, bro, if Eddie Hearns would have took a pay cut on his cut, he could have made some of these fights happen, bro. Yeah, he probably would have smoked Norman, but he could have made it happen. Yeah, he probably would have smoked Boy Chuck. He could have made it happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, he could have it was just money negotiations. So he could have took a pay cut on his end, gave these fighters what they wanted. Boots got his bag, and they fought. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's like,
Yeah,
damn, what is his plan?
that's the fact. Can't disagree with you.
What is that nigga plan? I ain't gonna lie. Cause I fuck like OG said, bro. I was fucking with Eddie Hearn, bro, tough. Cause I'm like, damn, he got bro. That nigga throwing 3 shows. My nigga gregging him up. My nigga, like niggas on undercards, people that I know. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and then it's just like you go with the Conor Ben shit and do the corniest shit. This nigga ain't did nothing. And then the corniest thing to me, bro, is that they keep trying to mention that he can sell out 60,000. He's the money. Bro, nobody gives a fuck. This is boxing.
And what I'll say, it's not even that he's the money. The motherfucking Eubank dad, Connor Ben dad, Eubanks, they all showed that shit. It wasn't just him.
Exactly. That even, you feel me? Like, but not only, but I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I think that now he's the money because of the intrigue to see him, to see what he's gonna do next. But even that though, bro, is corny to me because the nigga, they say he ain't even got a regional title out there.
Yeah. That's
You
nasty.
can't you can't just try to skip the line just because you went to 60 and fought a grudge match, a rubber grudge match that you think you're gonna come down to 47, and somebody like Devin Haney should even entertain you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
It's only people that's gonna do it is the money hungry people. If this is what I'll say, if Ryan wins, I could see him. Well, I don't know. Turkey gonna put too much of a bag up for that rematch, but I was gonna say I could see him trying to fight Conor Ben. That's the only nigga I could see in Shakur. But they,
Jesse, bro, I gotta give you some drawback, bro, because if we see, bro, it's certain promoters where it's certain fighters, they don't give a fuck what Turkey offering, bro. Like Oscar De La Hoya, like Eddie Hurt, these niggas don't give a fuck. Certain fighters, they not letting go into Turkey for the dump. You get what I'm saying?
I hear
For a
you, but
lineup.
that fight was already scheduled for the rematch. I mean, the rematch was already in
Who?
line.
Who?
Devin and Ryan.
No. Devin and Ryan is gonna be with Turkey because Devin is a free agent. So yeah, that's a given.
Yeah,
That's a
but
given, right?
also I'm talking about the Ben fight.
But 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 that's what I'm saying though.
you don't
No,
think Oscar will go get that
hell
money over
no,
there? You don't think
bro.
so? He don't
Hell
trust
no,
Ryan?
hell no,
Mm.
bro. If you paid attention to what they've been saying, bro, Ryan and Virgil Ortiz, Kid Austin, that's Oscar De La Hoya last hope. After that, we not gonna be hearing about Golden Boy no more. Either one of them take a big loss, bro. Like you ain't been paying attention to what they doing with
No,
Oscar. I mean,
I'm
to
paying
with
attention,
Virgil.
but I'm saying after this is how I'm talking. Say he goes and beats Barrios.
Yeah,
They rematch
but
Devin.
Jeffrey, let me
Listen.
stop
They
you there,
rematch
bro.
Devin. Devin wins. The last money grab you got, because that's his big fight loss after not cheating, is a Ben.
Yeah. After he lost, yeah. If he lose to Devin Haney, if he wins this belt against Mario Barrios, because he's a live dog too. But yeah, I agree. That would be Conor
That's
Ben.
what I'm saying. I'm
But
not saying
that's
it's
what I'm
like
saying though.
next.
If we talking about what's more likely, and let's just put it on paper, bro. Ryan Garcia, let's say he goes to beat Mario Barrios. I don't think in this condition, Ryan Garcia. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya is gonna rematch him right immediately. So I think Ryan Garcia is gonna get a title defense with that strap. You get what I'm saying? Like it's gonna go some shit like that, bro. That fight with Devin Haney is not gonna be immediately as soon as they both get belts. I'm telling you. Oscar De La Hoya, he know Devin Haney know better now, bro. I'm telling you. Oscar De La Hoya is a smart guy, bro. Motherfuckers gonna realize it, bro. But Oscar De La Hoya is a very witty guy. That nigga play loose and he play like he off some drugs. He's witty as fuck. I'm telling you. And
He
he know
not
what he
playing like
doing.
he off the drugs, brother. It's been confirmed.
I mean,
I ain't gonna
shit.
lie, bro. But nah, bro. I think Conor Ben, man, shit. If he could work his way up to a strap, I think fuck it. Brian Norman and Conor Ben. If Eddie was smart,
Or Connor Ben and Jack Catterall, depending on depending on what they want to do.
I think Jack boxed Connor head off though.
That's the point. Get him the
nah,
fuck out of here.
nah.
They don't
I
want
ain't
him
gonna
out of
lie.
this.
I
They
don't
don't
think it's
want
enough
Conor Ben out
intrigue.
the game.
And I'm just talking honestly, in my opinion. Maybe I could be wrong, but I don't think it's enough intrigue in Jack Catterall for Conor Ben to entertain him. I ain't gonna lie. If we talking about reality,
No, you
that's
think
not
about just
that's not
America.
selling
You think
20,
about
thirty
just
thousand.
America though, for them fights with Josh Taylor made him huge in that country though. He got a country
Yeah,
behind him.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But that's
Those
not
is
selling. But that's not selling 20, 30,000. What Conor Ben is talking about, he's selling.
what you talking about, Quan?
I don't give a. I don't give a fuck who you put on the undercard with Jack Catterall and Conor Ben headlining. That's not selling 30,000.
You tripping, Quan?
I'm telling you.
Over in England,
They just did 70.
But that's a rubber match though, G. That's
Yeah, but I'm
that's
saying,
family. You feel me?
he's still one of the biggest family names in that country though. For you got to think about that though.
and them
That
niggas
name is
just
always going to sell.
love going to fights over there. They don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
UK fans different. You
They
see how
just
they
want
was
to go
talking
to
about
the
Yard
fight.
before the fight?
Man,
Yeah, they just want to go.
hey, bro, they sold Yard to me like he was a real junkyard dog. That nigga, bro. like OG said, that nigga bro, that shit was sad to watch, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was
Before
disgusting to
I think
watch.
he is a junkyard dog. I think Benavidez is just really like that though.
No,
Caleb
that
Plant
nigga.
is really a junkyard dog. He damn near killed Caleb in the second half of that fight.
Nah, bro. I think what it is that niggas be junkyard dogs on maybe on a ring walk to Benavidez, but after that, niggas don't be no fucking junkyard
No,
dogs,
he
bro.
just beat the dog out of you. That's the point.
Damn.
That's a fact.
Bro,
Hey, nah,
it is,
Dungy,
bro.
we are.
Caleb Plant really is a junkyard dog. That why he's one of them white boys that grew up in the hood. That's really like that. Man, bro, go back and rewatch that fight. That shit was sad to watch at the end.
But Dungy though, what I'm saying is, after that white boy from the hood get beat up that one time, they be real humble. They
No,
be
no,
different.
Plant still like that. When Plant ever
Hell
turned down
no,
his
bro.
collar,
Caleb Plant ain't been the same since he got bro.
bro.
Come
That's
on,
the
How
humble part you talking
he
about.
smacked Jamal
What has
Charlo after that ass whooping.
you said what?
He smacked Jamal Charlo after the ass whooping.
Bro, he smacked Jamar Charlo outside of the ring. Come on, Dungy.
So what? Bro. So you still, bro? That's even worse. There ain't no
Foreign
referees
Vic.
to defend this shit. However this shit go, it's gonna go outside the ring, bro. Then you got to be more of a junkyard dog to slap a nigga outside the ring.
And it was
Yeah.
fight week.
No, no, no. I'm not saying he not a bro, but what I'm saying is, bro, is that in a square, and this is what, like, what, bro, in a square, bro, motherfuckers could be as tough as they want, but niggas step in a square and don't be like that, bro. That's what I'm
Oh, but hold
saying.
on. Go back. Don't forget the fight Plant had before his last fight when dude dropped him and was knocking him all around the ring, and that
McCumbee,
nigga and he stood toe to toe with him, Trevor McCumbee, and came
yeah,
back and took that fight. Caleb Plant like that, bro. He
yeah.
like
No,
that.
I'm
He
not saying
slowed
he
down
like not like
that
that, bro.
Benavidez fight slowed him down. The Canelo fight slowed him down, but he still like that, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he not like that or you're not like that, bro. But what I'm saying is, bro, Benavidez bring the truth out of a nigga. That's what he do.
No, that's a fact. That's what I said from the beginning. I just think he's that good.
He's saying
But that,
Benavidez is
but
God to these niggas.
that's
I don't think
exactly.
they scared. I really don't think they scared of him. G, I think they really be thinking like, man, he's slow. I'm gonna be able to do this and do that, and then you get in there and that nigga just don't stop punching, and it's like, oh shit, I ain't think it was gonna be like this. It just be different. Remember what Boo Boo Andre said, and then he said his defense is underrated. He said that nigga be blocking from the top of his head to his waist because his arms is that long, like ain't nowhere to punch him. They don't be expecting all that before they get in a fight with Benavidez. That's what the
And you got to
problem
think
is.
this is first stop at 170. This is first time stopping somebody at 175. They probably thought he wasn't punching for real. He
That's what
looked.
I'm. There you go.
He
Somebody
look. He
always think
looks.
they
He
see
looks
something.
skinnier, but he looks stronger too.
Yep. And everybody always think they see something sweet in him, and then you get in there and be like, "Oh shit, this ain't what I thought."
Yeah, yeah. Just like Brian Norman, boxing a game of advantages. You gonna try to get your advantage. It just didn't go to your way.
Well, he ain't
Yeah.
had no advantages anyway.
Hey, G, this was. I wanted to ask you this, bro. I'm glad I was able to get back on. How do somebody at that level? How are they still falling over themselves and doing so much amateurish shit though? Like some of that shit he was doing last night was just amateurish.
You talking about Norman?
Yes. Like
It's the
falling
match.
over himself. Bro, he threw a 1-2. He tried to throw a 3-punch combo to one time and literally fell
You
in the dab into the ropes.
you got so you got to listen, man. When you listen to Norman talk about the fight, Norman Senior, and he kept saying he ain't gonna do nothing but run. He ain't gonna do nothing but run. You know why he kept saying that? He was trying to hope that Dev was gonna stand there and try to be tough and fight with his son, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that suits his son's style better. What that's also telling you is he know his son feet slow. He know, and it's not even that he's got slow feet. They're not coordinated with his hands because it was times he was throwing punches, his feet weren't moving, or he'd jump in the air and he's swinging, but his feet is they in the air, they in the fucking air.
Right.
And anybody that really know, they know that's against the law. You know what I'm saying you ain't supposed to bring both feet off the ground. You know what I mean in boxing.
Or both,
Right.
or one foot across the other.
No, I'm saying it's little shit, right? So he was trying to tell us all this shit and hope that Devin Haney would stand there and fight his son. But he knew the whole time that his son, that's his kryptonite, a motherfucker that's gonna make him move, make him come get him. Now, so you say, well, why on this level, why is he still doing that? It's because they never corrected those issues in the gym.
Okay.
You know why they never corrected those issues in the gym? Because his father got the same issues, and that's his trainer. And and
Mm.
then and then if you look at the fights they've been getting, they ain't have to pick up their feet and go get nobody. It's all guys that's gonna sit there and try to be tough. Cuevas tried to be tough. He hit Norman, but
Tillion.
when he got hit, he ain't had the strength. Sasaki tried it, he ain't have the strength. Santillion tried it, he ain't had the strength. So then you go get somebody like Devin who gonna test that strength in the long haul. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make you work. And that was the issue though. They ain't never work on that shit.
Mm. So do you think he could ever be an elite fighter, G? With
You
just
gotta
his dad as his trainer?
No, not with his dad as his trainer, because it's really come down to mentality. You know what I'm saying you and like Norman said, the way he see boxing is brute strength, and he tried to tell us he learned some things. Yeah, but you teach that same style. So what did you learn?
Mm.
I seen it in real time, bro. When they was sparring boots, I seen it in real time, bro. Everybody that's smart, when they get overwhelmed by boots, they get out the ring. He kept trying to get his son to be the stronger man. Like he kept trying to push the sparring session to see if his son would take over. That's not a smart man. You talk like you smart, but that's not a smart man.
So they just dumb.
It's not really that you dumb. It's just you think your way is right.
Okay.
And I mean, it's not, and it's not a bad way because you did become champion. But the thing is, that's credit to the matchmaking.
Hmm.
Now, if you start putting him in there with the elite guys, you got an issue. I
Mm.
mean,
Okay.
But G, see, you brought up a good point, and that's why I said though, I think where they fucked up is that he undertrained, bro. He didn't work on nothing different. He literally did the same shit, expecting his son to be able to be on the same level to download information. That's really what he was doing the first round. Because if you see after the first round, as soon as Brian Norman Jr. went to the corner, his dad told him, "Okay, now press him." You get what I'm saying? So he
yeah.
thought that his son was actually on a level to download with Devin Haney first round. You know how they do at that high championship level. He downloaded and then come out there and press, and that shit didn't work.
Hey, no,
That's what
for
they
hey,
worked
hey,
on.
hey, before see, I think that go back to what G just said though. I don't think that it was as much as they thought they could download with him. I think they tried to steal a little bit of the Virgil, come out kind of slow, not doing much, and then round two kind of pressure a little more. But it again, it goes with what G saying. They just thought the whole time at whenever we decide to really take this fight to Dev, he's gonna crumble, and he don't got
Right.
no power to do nothing about it. And everything they thought was wrong. They didn't prepare for Devin to hit as hard as he did, for Devin to be as smart as he was. They
See, you got to remember that.
Their plan just was never going to work.
You got to remember that saying, bro. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And
Mm-hmm.
their eyes, because we undefeated, and we ain't lose yet, and we ain't really having no issues, then there ain't nothing to fix. And then shit go downhill.
And they was also believing old media that Dad was shot, shell shocked, scary, pillow fisted. They fell for the old, what is it, the what you calling in the tailpipe. They
The
fell for
banana.
all of it. Like Bill said, and like G just saying for him, I think they were just overconfident, bro. Just period. Because he wasn't out of shape because he still came forward after all that ass whooping he took, shots to the body, the head, nose broke, eyes shut. He still walking forward to the end of the 12th. So I don't
Yeah.
think they. Oh, I know what you're saying. You feel like they undertrained as far as in their preparation, but not as far as like
He talking about
him
skills
tiring
training.
out. Yeah, so I think like you said, for I think they trained for their normal every fight, and it wasn't going to work. It just wasn't going to work with Dad.
I don't even feel like that. He
Hell yeah.
undertrained. The man one dimensional.
That's a fact.
He one dimensional. He don't have
Facts.
any other intangibles to him. Not to like downplay him, but it's just like, and Brian Norman, he's a banger, pretty much like a brawler type guy. He got
He
some
is.
moderate speed to him, strong. If you look at his build, he got like a solid back and he got a good foundation in his legs. He got good big legs. That's pop right there. So looking at how that fight supposed to be, I'm not starting the first round out jabbing with a Devin Haney. You gotta go
Right.
straight to that nigga. Got to.
Real
Devin
shit.
ain't
That
throwing that one. I think like 3 punches the first round. And you think you downloading information when dude not offering up nothing to you? No, that's
And then
crazy.
imagine trying to download information, but it's your first time trying to download information.
Exactly. You don't know what you doing. You just throwing a jab
Experience.
at a dude glove and he ain't doing nothing. He's just fanning you off the back foot, calculating, seeing where his range and stuff need to be. If you pay attention, the man was lined up with Devin right hand off rip in the first round.
Hmm.
Like off
nah, for
rip.
real. And G called it. He literally doesn't have an ounce of head movement at all. And I got to give credit to my man Champ Side on this one, because I didn't really notice it until he said it. He can't fight in the inside at all either. He just accepts people grabbing him. He just accepts. He never tries to fight out of it. Like that's one thing you remember. Like Loma, they say it's dirty, but Loma is not letting you grab him. He gonna swell his arms and try to wiggle up out of that shit and throw a punch. Brian Norman is just okay with you grabbing him and making him reset whenever you feel like it.
Hmm.
You know what the sad truth is? Almost a typical fighter is don't know how to fight on the inside for real, for real.
Right.
They accept the clinch or they accept the fact that they're in there. You're not
Right.
really supposed to accept the clinch. Now if you know how to work in there, which is like barely like a handful of guys that can really go on a master class of inside fighting, but you're not really you don't see it too much. It's like I'm gonna punch you, wait, then dude punch me back. It's all that back and forth. It's barely any
Yep.
catching, shooting, rolling, on cutting the angle. Like, nah, it's just rock'em sock'em on the inside, or we just got two dudes wrestling.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know why? You know why nobody know how to fight on the inside?
Ain't
Because you
nobody
got
teaching it.
no. Because you got these pussy trainers, or these pussy. They got their dads and shit, and they moms training them and shit like that. So every time the kids get on the inside, somebody yell out, "Clean break,
Break,
clean break."
break.
No, let them fucking work their way out.
Don't nobody do no foot in the tire drills no more. None.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like we don't got a lot. We don't have a lot of teachers no more. Like, bro, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. What we do in this boxing game, honestly, is simple. We all throwing the same punches. We all moving the same way. I might do a little bit faster. I might do a little bit stronger. But if you can't make no adjustments, like, all right, know how to take this away, know how to put this to the side, to open this up to go back to what I was doing before. But if you can't do that, especially at the high level, bro, you fool, bro.
No, and that's a fact, and that's basically what B Normal was able to do in all these this little streak he was on. He was fighting the same way the entire fight, but just he would eventually his power was enough to eventually break that caliber of opponent down, and it didn't work with that. But he didn't. What fight did he ever really make an adjustment? He didn't adjust to nobody.
Fight the exact same way every fight.
That's a fact for the entire fight.
Huh?
Hey,
And so Dev really showed it was levels last night. Man.
If you really break fights down on paper, like how you really supposed to, keep your biasness out of it, your feelings out of it, anybody with some sense know Devil pretty much white Brian Norman about it. If we go on paper. Now, of course, the guy's still gonna have to go out there and execute. But on paper, if I stack them up side by side, their attributes and what they do, like from a scale like the 1 to 5, Devin got more intangibles than Brian Norman.
Mhm.
facts.
But everybody
People,
fall in love with power, bro. That's the problem. And they still ain't learned through all these different fights we done watched that.
but you got. Remember Dungy, right? I had to learn this too. We keep saying everybody, but it's not everybody. You know why? Because the people that's talking, they don't know nothing about boxing. They don't know shit about boxing.
That's the
All they know is the person name, and it's just like going to go buy a jersey. I like the team, so I'm gonna buy the jersey, but I don't know the player. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
They That's exactly what they do now. Like they see a guy fight one time, like, oh, I love that guy. Nobody gonna be able to beat him. I mean, and they just talk bullshit.
But I said, fuck
Right.
G, and then they hate Dev, so whoever he fight, we rolling with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, I seen somebody because I ain't gonna lie, I was on the road yesterday, and so I was watching it. I ain't gonna lie, trolling. I was watching it on my phone, and I seen somebody in one of the comments like, "Yeah, Norman's about to end Haney, that fucking daddy's boy." I said, bro, this shit really real. Like these guys really hate him for having a dad. Like how insane is that, bro?
Nah, that is crazy work.
That's crazy, bro. Like this cat dad love him, so you hate him. That's crazy, bro. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I love Bill's Bill's co-fight presser. He was just like, I don't know if he's slow, stupid, arrogant. Just I was loving it, but it's the truth because they was talking a little too crazy, bro. And like I was saying it too, like I felt like maybe I'm tripping, but I felt like Junior was faking a lot too in the pre-fight. Like I mean, everybody keeps saying I don't want to kick them while they down, but I'm sorry, bro. They the type to deserve it. Not Junior because he a fighter. You got to stay on the fight and all that. But Pops, he the type to deserve it. He deserved to get kicked while he down because he talked too crazy. And G, everybody that tried to get that man fair warning that his son needed to make some improvements. He hated all of y'all. Said y'all was haters and talked about people's financial situations. What do that got to do with what we see in your son? Tried to run down on Tim Bradley like he ain't a ex-champion and a Hall of Famer. Like everybody wrong but you.
Yeah. It's just arrogance. That's all. It's all right. He learned. If he didn't learn, they'll learn again.
Yeah, because I don't see him doing it, G. They just,
Hey, hey, man, I'm about to shut it down. It's been 2.5 hours.
yes, sir.
Appreciate the love and support. This was
Salute.
Sunday's
Hey, shout
smoke
out to
show.
folks, man. I'm out of here.
My dog Foreign,
All right, Foreign, have a good week, brother.
Mike
IG.
Will, Dungy,
Appreciate y'all. Y'all,
Jeffrey.
y'all boys be safe.
Appreciate
Y'all
y'all,
have a good
man.
one, fellas.
Salute. Salute.
My nigga Bangs did it again. I mean, Sunday dinner, Sunday smoke show. Appreciate the love and support. Get with me. Send this to your grandmother.